They had just defeated an ancient green dragon, and in the same long rest period, defeated the legendary Shade Master Vorsh, one of the mysterious ruling figures of the College of Whispers, the information, intelligence, and assassination agency of the Gashard Republic. And they, in a very cinematic and heroic confrontation that took over 3 different locations, really, or 4, depending on which ones you count, they were able to defeat the Shade Master. Once defeated, I'll go in a little further. Once defeated, they went back and took a rest after conversing some with the lady in white. And what happened? What happened from there, folks? What happened last week?
We found out the lady in white goes by like 15 names, and that can't possibly come back to bite us at all. Um, but she had her own set of advice for Gilly and for Sovellias, I believe. Um, and that was interesting to watch as a side scene that Selena wasn't part of. So
Yeah, Gilly had a bit of a conversation with first with the lady, sorry, with Ninsara, along with no, Ninsana, and Glitch and her mom Mafanwe, kind of decompressing after all of what was just going on. But she learned some things about how the Fae operate and how the Fae gain titles and dominions, and learned that she was given one by Mab, apparently, after she kind of killed Morgan in the material plane. And that hers actually wasn't as bad as it could have been. So she didn't get like thoroughly punished by Mab for that. Mab seemed to be like, maybe, hey, it's okay-ish. You did me sort of a favor by reining Morgan back into line for me, where she was out of my reach. So Gilly's learned a little bit about how to be a little, that she might need to be a bit more proactive, and that there's a lot of politicking in terms of the Fae.
Justice, after having narrowly escaped the trap laid by Shademaster Vorsh with the help of his allies, was a little bit reserved. He spoke to Gilly about their experiences, and then kind of contented himself to start reading the Savigny Codex, which has all nature of information about the Life Forge and his and the Warforged, their people, I should say, not his, their people. Yeah, and accompanied the rest of the group as we went to explore a haunted vineyard.
So before that, Sibelius had talked to his father through the sword of the or the blade of the vizier. So that was a good moment. Gave me some more confidence that I needed. But yeah, we went to that haunted vineyard, and a couple terrible things happened there. Where we found that it was caused by a stone tablet that was in the middle, or a stone table that was in the middle of the vineyard, um, covered in these runes, this almost drawing of the multiverse. That we were able to read, and found that there was something on there that we couldn't read and couldn't explain.
Or couldn't
So
talk about even.
yeah. And then we may have done a speak with dead on some of the dead guards that were around there that got turned into banshees. And yeah, that is working out well so far, I think.
and the only reason we could see any of that was because we had two really awesome things happen. Gilly brought True Sight and was able to cast that on Sovellias.
Mhm.
And we had an awesome item from, oh, what is it? Goblin Games.
Goblin Society games.
Goblin Society games. Thank you. I knew I was missing a word in there. Where it was a chronograph eyeglass that you could see into the past with. So between True Sight and that spyglass, we were able to see everything that had happened for realsies since the orchard was set on fire. Versus
great.
whatever we would have seen without the True Sight, because we would have probably missed a lot.
Or one of my ancestors trying to turn themselves into a lich and failing.
Well, that's
like
a
the
common
Amastages
occurrence
do.
in your family.
Yep. Like you do.
Good old Asvidius Amastasia.
As it was covered, though, not all liches do so in like really profane manners to like Modru. Some of them just want to increase their longevity to do their studies and shit.
Yep. It's not an inherent, depending on your philosophy. It's the version that you saw did not require unwilling sacrifice. It was merely a very powerful, secretive ritual that not many people know the secrets to how to become a lich. They're very few and far between, and they had done it because their home was being destroyed by the advancing Gishari army. And so Gilly cast Speak with Dead on one of the supplicants for the ritual because they saw this spectral hand come and shatter the would-be phylactery. And a creature from the Plane of Secrets known as the Enigma answered instead of this corpse. The Enigma used their power to alter the terms of Gilly's spell, temporarily modifying it so that if they were going to ask 5 questions, if she was going to ask 5 questions, they were too. And we picked back up in the time-frozen vineyard over the body of some lonesome elven sorcerer who is at the same time been dead 150 years, but also died minutes ago. Excuse me. Well, yeah, I wouldn't say minutes, but not long ago. Excuse me. Sorry. And the Speak with Dead has just been cast. The Enigma has answered you. It has responded and has modified the terms of the spell. Okay.
All right. What do we want to ask it?
That's a good question. Also, for the DM, real quickly, is Gilly aware of the modification to the spell?
Yep. So they say to you, small thing. If you're going to ask 5 questions of me, I shall ask 5 of you. And you see a spectral hand. Sovellias more so sees it more clearly. What you see, Sovellias, is a kind of small and hunched pale figure that seems to be almost striding over the corpse. There's very clearly this kind of spectral there. Sorry, I turned that way up because I thought it was going to be really quiet. That seems to be most riding over this corpse and interceding itself between the corpse and Gilly's magic. You could see the Speak with Dead spell literally be cast into the air as you have this True Sight. And you see it has 5 hands. It has 2 hands, 5 fingers, and at the end of each finger are pyramids. Upside down, some upside down, some facing other directions. And these pyramids are full of intricate designs. Its the length from its shoulder to its elbow is kind of shortened, and the length from its elbow to its fingertips kind of elongated. And it seems to kind of rest, almost like a praying mantis. Its pale, tight-skinned face has 2 closed eyes that have these kind of runes drawn on it. It has no eyebrows or any kind of hair-like features. Oh, excuse me. And its headdress, if you want to call it that, are these kind of, it kind of comes up and also has these little kind of small hands with pyramids on it. And they, whenever its hands move, they move in unison. It wears these kind of gray robes that are almost like pieces of, just like tattered pieces of cloth draping over its body. And it has a book and a dagger and a wand on its belt. 5 questions. You first, small thing. And it holds up the 5 fingers.
Gilly just looks at Sovellias and Selena and Justice. Okay, this doesn't usually happen though. When Glitch does it, maybe I did this wrong. I think I did it right though.
I'm pretty sure you did it right. I've seen this cast before. This is different. This is something else. This is something from the thing I saw.
So, and we don't see everything Sovellias saw. Justice and Selena only see the dead corpse of the supplicant from before.
You see kind of this phasing in and out, like half of this creature, like the wisps of its form, and kind of make out what it's about, but not the full extent of it. You certainly can't see the items or the belt. You can kind of just see fingers with pyramids and like half of its face, but it keeps phasing in and out.
So like an overlarge ghost picked up a meat suit?
Perhaps, yeah.
Okay, that's... oof.
Is there any risk?
Yes!
And there's always risk with giving other entities information. Especially ones obviously not of this plane.
And do we have much to gain?
Notice Gilly has not asked any questions yet.
Could be able to help us understand what's going on here and how to stop it, how to reverse it, but that's probably not within its best interests.
Well, what would we
I'm just
hoping to
gonna
learn
say real
originally?
quick, the more talking we do around this, the more information it gathers. So
And the
I
spell
mean-
only lasts for 10 minutes.
How do we know
And
it
we
can't
got-
read our minds anyways?
well, we don't know that, but we've got 10 minutes to come up with our 5 questions. And the more dilly-dallying we do, and the more discussing things we do, don't feel like it's good for us. Oh.
Then ask your question. It said you go first.
Please dictate the question, Sovellias. I'm just a facilitator here.
Alright, we're asking. What are your goals?
You hear this click like a puzzle box, but it waits for Gilly to ask.
And Gilly phrases the question. What are your goals?
Clicks. Such a small question, small thing. Suppose that's to be expected. My goals? To keep secrets. To acquire secrets. And to keep them. And then you see one of the pyramid fingers goes down. My turn.
Uh-huh.
What is your name, small thing?
Gilly!
Alright. Next question. How do we end whatever curse is placed upon this vineyard?
I do not know. It's a secret. My turn. What do you hope to gain from this place? This place frozen in time.
It's my family's legacy, and I wish to cleanse it. Bring it back to what it was in my childhood.
Maybe put some souls to rest.
That too. Well, if it doesn't,
Okay.
I don't even know. Any other ideas, guys?
We've got 3 more.
True.
Sorry, what did Gilly say exactly that? It's very important what you say to the creature, so I need you to vocalize.
Oh, what I just said, like that we have 3 more? The statement? Or
The response to his question. He can only receive the responses from you.
oh,
Whatever Sovellias says doesn't matter.
okay.
Oh, got it.
Even though he can hear you, it doesn't satisfy the terms of the spell.
Got it. So he's still waiting.
Okay. Gilly did say maybe put some souls to rest. But if we need it to be like fully that, then Gilly will rephrase or just restate whatever Sovellias said.
Okay. You see a finger go down. 3 questions remain. It's your turn.
Anyone else have any ideas how to phrase this to where it will give us what we want? I have
And the
no
cre-
idea now.
The creature will comment, legacy. Small thing thinks small. Goes after small goals.
I ignore
Well, I
it.
am a small thing, as you've so kindly put it.
It is no unkindness. You are small.
Yeah, something about the way you said it, though, makes it seem like it's not a good thing. It seems like a value statement.
No value in size, only value in secrets.
Okay.
I have a question. What role do you play with the arresting light and its failings?
You see its eyes open. The eyes
Billy
are
hasn't said it
closed.
yet.
Okay.
1 second. Just looking
But it
around.
still hurt. It can still hear it. It just doesn't satisfy the terms of the spell.
Right.
So its eyes open, and the pyramids kind of all shudder, and you see them reconfigure all around, all 15 of them.
That's probably a good one. And just kind of look to Sovellias to see if there's anything else he wants to add in on the list of questions, since we only have 3 left.
That's only
Oh.
one of the 3.
I've got potentially another one,
Right.
but that's a good one.
With that one.
So there are no objections to me asking that question.
No.
I'll ask that question then.
Did you rephrase it?
What is your role in the arresting light and its failings?
Excellent question, small thing. In its failings, I have no part. In its construction, I took a part. I was there, me and my 13. We supplied magic, and for it, we found our home. My turn.
1 second. Me and my 13.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Real don't like that.
Don't like it at all. Okay. How many fingers does this thing have in total?
5
Okay.
for now.
For now. Oh, thanks. For now.
Fucking virtual background. See this? Ooh.
You gotta hold it in front of your face like that wrestler.
Okay, they say, my turn. What do you fear losing the most?
Oh.
Oh, I guess you guys won't. I'll respond then.
Anyone can answer, but Gilly
Yeah.
has to answer to satisfy the terms of the spell.
Correct, yeah.
I'll take this one then.
Ooh.
What do I fear to lose? Everyone, this world, myself, my position, my ability to help others.
Is Sovellias telling the truth?
Yes.
Okay. They're all you see all the pyramids shift back to their original position. And he puts another finger down. Your turn.
So that satisfied it, even though Gilly didn't respond?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Fuck, never mind. Why did I speak up? The question was, what do I fear losing the most?
Yep. What do you fear losing the most?
Fuck.
You can't just reply what he said.
I mean,
Would it be the truth?
would it be true for Gilly is the question.
Oh, I thought that we were able to funnel them through. Okay.
That's not how this works. Gilly
Okay.
is casting the spell, and Gilly is the focus of all of it.
Okay.
That's why she added that little bit at the end from the second question.
Yeah, because it had to be from Gilly.
Mm.
The people that I love and my ability to protect others.
And
Go on, tell me I'm a small thing with small goals. It's fine. I get it.
admirable. And its fingers open not to the original position, but another removed. They are now in the third position.
God. These fucking positions. What do they mean?
It's an enigma!
What do they mean?
What does it mean? Exactly.
What does it mean?
All I can think about.
We'd be
That was
flipping
its
tables
turn,
in
so-
the middle of the night.
They go,
Okay.
Your turn.
Sovellias, you said you
Yeah.
had another question.
I have an idea for one. We could ask it what its greatest secret is. I don't know if it would tell us, but I guess it would. It can't necessarily lie in the spell, can it?
Yes, it can.
Okay, well then.
Like earlier when we asked it a question and it said, I don't know, that is a secret.
Yeah.
Well, is it telling? Like, we don't know if it was telling the truth or not. If they were telling the truth.
True. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts?
We could refine the question. We could say, we could ask, what is its greatest secret that is important to us,
That's
or that
pretty good.
affects us?
Being
you
careful
say-
not to ask a question, Gilly says, there was some sort of interruption that we saw with that whole ritual.
I'm pretty sure the interruption was him. Based on what I can see, I'm pretty sure I can see more of it than you can.
If we do ask it that question, I would say not what is important to us, but what affects us. That way it cannot simply evade and say, I do not know what is important to you.
Could
Or
it just evade and say, I don't know what affects you anyways?
Then maybe we make it more generic. What is its greatest secret? And it better not say its food recipe. 16 spices.
I'm a little worried that this intensity of our questions is going to relate to the intensity of their questions.
Running out of time. Tick tock. Tick tock.
We sure are.
Tick tock.
It's not like our lives have very many secrets anymore.
Still have a lot of people that we care about that depend on us, so
Yeah, that aren't necessarily a secret anyways.
Let us ask.
So the question, what was, sorry,
What
is there
its greatest
consensus on a
secret?
question then?
Mm-hmm.
What is its greatest
What is
secret?
its greatest secret?
Greatest or most valuable or most prized?
However you want to phrase it.
Yeah, either way. 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
What is your most valued secret?
You see the two fingers it's holding up to count for the question, and it has the 5 open on the other, almost like it can't close them, almost like they're fixed in position. And when you ask that question, you see for the first time, rather than act in unison, the pyramids take different positions. As in one completely spins back to the original, the others fly 3 forward, others go 1, others go 1 the other way. And the ones that normally match on his hand are no longer matching to his head. Excellent question. And then they all revert back to 2 positions away. My greatest secret? The forgotten first right, and the ciphers I hold to it. My turn.
Sorry, you said the forgotten first right and what?
And the ciphers I hold
Sorry,
to it.
Matthew.
The forgotten first right and the ciphers I hold to it.
The ciphers I hold to it.
My turn. You're on a great journey. I can see it. I'm familiar with a few of you. Prism. Tell me, where do you hope the journey would take you and your friends? And they look pointedly at you, Gilly.
It asked, where do we
Where-
hope?
Where do you hope your journey will take you and your friends?
You know, I started off fresh out of college wanting to see the world and all that, but I haven't been thinking too much about the journey as of late, just of what we can do. More of the what, less of the where.
It waits.
I'm not sure if that satisfies the question or not, but that's...
You see its fingers unmove. You're reminded, and what do you hope for your friends?
Oh, and what do I hope for my friends? Like of the journey? Is it the same
Yep.
question, but of my friends?
Yep, for you and your friends, what do you hope from the journey?
I just hope my friends have the safety and the opportunity to kind of live their lives and be happy and safe.
You see, with one finger remaining, and the pyramids kind of just shudder, and they remain in their position. That's 2 steps. Your turn.
Alright, one more question. What do we got? Something. Or we just let it expire.
It said that its greatest secret was the secret first right, and the ciphers it held to it. Could we ask it what that secret first right is?
We could.
I have a question, actually, if it's okay.
You have a question for it? This is your spell, Gilly.
Yep.
Do you consider us adversaries? Or potential allies? Where do we fall in that spectrum with you?
Here and now, potential allies. Later, who knows? My turn.
Shoot a quick look to Selena to see what she thinks of that whole.
They're being honest.
Okay.
My final question. You're here to uncover secrets. Secrets I don't have. Secrets I want. If you agree to share them with me, would you like me to send you some help?
Help in the form of an egg?
They wait for a response.
Help as in.
Answer the
What's hap-
question the best
what
you
is-
can.
What's happening with Chase?
I don't know.
Just
What
point
is
Just
around.
going on?
adjusting his camera.
Oh, okay. I'm like, you disappeared. The Enigma has Chase.
How has your recent roll reacted to this whole exchange
I think
and her
she's
ancient knowledge?
the response she gives you is, I don't know this one. Or at least I don't remember knowing him. Them, excuse me.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Turn.
Oh boy.
Should this be contingent on something?
You can answer a question with contingency. You could say, as long as they're not a backstabbing psychopath, yes.
That's a very fair word.
You know,
to it.
in a more
Yeah.
Gilly
Yeah,
manner,
yeah.
but you know,
Yeah.
that's an answer. It's an honest
Mhm.
answer.
It's contract. Yelfay.
It sure is a contract, isn't it? I was thinking about that.
The contract has been sealed.
It would be entering into a contact with a fae.
Potentially.
He's older than the arresting light. He's potentially older than the dragons.
It is they. The Enigma is they.
They are
Wow.
older than the arresting light. They might
Right.
be older than the dragons.
Yeah, we've already been dealing with things that are older than the arresting light, so this is not new.
Older than them.
Fine.
It's not great. None of it is great. Let's see. Gilly will just look like with some stipulations. Should we? Yeah.
Sure. As long as they do not betray us. Or have no
Sovellias, are you
intent.
even willing to share those secrets? Whatever we uncover?
I mean, it honestly depends on what the secrets are. I mean, it doesn't necessarily seem malicious now when...
Well, I don't
Because-
think we can maneuver that much.
Yeah, no. It's...
Once we have the help, we kind of owe the secrets, you know?
Exactly. I don't know enough about this thing. I'm probably not the one to ask about
I don't know.
making good choices with these things.
I don't know enough about this thing.
Enigma.
I
From
don't
the-
know enough about this
from-
Enigma.
From the plane of secrets.
Edward Nigma, the Riddler.
Yeah, that's their first name.
Correct.
Time.
Okay, so Gilly will say, Gilly will say, Sovellias, do you want me to say no?
No. I think we should do it with stipulations, as long as it doesn't harm anyone.
Okay. We would find that minimal with the following stipulations. Help should follow our lead and not injure or attack or do anything untoward to anyone without our express consent. Our minds are not to be meddled with. Any knowledge that we gain in this process is ours to keep. And this conversation that we have just had, and the experiences that we have just had in this vineyard here, learning of what we have learned, are ours to keep.
You see their final finger go down. Thank you for your answer. I'm afraid your terms are a bit too strict and need revising if you want our help. The knowledge is to be shared. Keep it for yourselves, between yourselves, but it must be shared with me.
Sorry, I just meant you shouldn't take it from us so that we don't forget it.
I cannot take knowledge from anyone, and I never have. I deal in secrets. Secrets must
Okay.
be given.
All right. The sharing of those secrets, of the things that we learn in this process, is fine. I just
Good.
meant that don't meddle with our memories of them.
One second. And then another condition you raised also makes the following task impossible. What is their name? Where are you? The scavenger I send you has to meddle with your minds. That's the only way to fix this place. However, perhaps what you mean is you will not be dominated, your memory altered, charmed to do things against your nature and your desires, yes?
Yes. Our memories and our wills intact.
Yes. But in order to free this place, your minds will have to be altered, your perceptions changed.
So we can see things differently.
Yes.
I think that's amenable. Just looks around, yeah?
That should be fine.
You see now they've stepped out of the corpse, and they are kind of floating in the air, spectrally, coming more and more solid, like 75% transparent, or 25, yeah, 75% transparent. or opaque, sorry. Up from about 50. What else is unsatisfactory? Ah, yes. The scavenger I sent is willing to follow your suggestions, is willing to follow your lead, as it were, but they will retain total free will. But of course be beholden to the terms of this contract. They will not harm you, backstab you, or anything. You're the vehicles to our secret. Why would we betray you?
Right. But they also won't do anything to harm any other individuals that...
They indeed will. There are creatures out there guarding the secrets we're after in order to free these things from time.
But like townsfolk. Just random townsfolk. Things
Innocent
like that.
bystanders.
Right.
The scavenger has no interest in them and would not harm them.
Okay.
That only complicates our lives when we harm the bystanders.
Extraneous beings.
Yes.
Kind of like this Enigma. Might be fun to
Okay.
hang out with on the weekends.
Wow.
Another thing,
Gilly. Oh, go ahead.
you are to observe the terms of this contract and not interfere with them, fey creature.
I understand what a contract is.
Your kind has a different understanding of contracts.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that too.
All right. You will do your best to fulfill.
The secrets that we share are with this endeavor, right, are constrained to the nature of this vineyard and its plague.
Yes. And the tower.
And the tower. That makes sense. It's the tower. Yep.
They are connected.
And once those secrets are learned and shared, what happens with your help?
They shall leave, and you shall let them go unmolested and unharmed. You will not act against them or impede them in any way.
That sounds fair.
Make
And
sure
the same
that they-
goes for them. They will not impede us or harm us in any way.
They would not think of it.
Okay.
I've waited.
Gilly just takes a moment to sort of think back to all of her dealings with any sort of agreements, especially those that she's had with Fae and encounters with the other Fae, and just sort of think if there are any like loopholes that she's not thinking of. Just try to just sort of sit there and contemplate that while sort of looking at the group. Is there anything that I could roll for that, just to sort of see if Alexis isn't thinking of something that Gilly might?
Yeah, you can roll history with advantage.
Okay.
You can see the Enigma is now, they are moving around and taking stock of all of you that are around them.
Right. That's a natural fucking 20. The other one's
What?
cocked, but that was a natural 20.
Yeah.
First roll of the night. So that's a total of... It's a total of 25.
You might honestly, even though they're not Fae, excuse me, even though they are not Fae, you might in turn hold them to the same agreement that they will not interfere with the contract.
Oh, yeah, that's very good. And you shall also be beholden to that same end of not interfering with this contract.
Yes.
Equitable on both sides, fiduciary responsibility, that whole lot.
Oh, yes.
Right? Okay. Fair is fair.
And it puts both of its pyramid hands out. So we have an agreement.
Do I get the impression that it's holding its hands out for mine?
Yep.
Yeah. That we do.
And as you touch them, there's this wave of force energy. And they roll their hands back and kind of rest them on their chest.
What I just did.
As to why you originally spoke with this creature, you wondered what happened here? And they hop on the stone table. Wondered what you saw? Wondered what became of Asvidius?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They shuffle. Help is coming. I do hope they'll get here in time. Scavenger's always late.
Oh, come on.
To become a lich is a secret. Your uncle stole the secret from me. Used powerful magics. So I waited a few centuries. And when he enacted that ritual, I broke the phylactery. But he doesn't, Asvidius does not serve me. A failed lich, a bone claw. He remains.
Failed lich of who, did he say?
He's a failed lich. He's a bone claw. That's what a failed lich is.
Bone claw.
A failed lich he remains, and does not serve me. No, no, no. No, no, no.
Do you know who it does serve?
I do. He serves the Song of Sorrow.
Cool. Well. Cool. Oh no. I'm sure that's fine.
You see him hold up like a stopwatch that's on a chain. I'm out of time. Song of Sorrow. Like it sounds. Serves he who wields the Sword of Sorrow. As you might expect.
Mm-hmm.
A legendary bard of death and resonance. Hiding out west of here. You can't make it. You can't enter till you've been to the tower. Scavenger will help you with the vineyard and with the tower. But in the school, you'll be by yourself.
At the school?
This is all terrible.
At the school we'll be by ourselves?
Yes. Where else do bards go? And then you see him. As he disappears in an almost television turning off like moment, there is a very large creature that is some 13 feet tall with very large claws flying out of the brush at you. I need you all to roll initiative.
I love
Is
it.
this the scavenger?
Nope, sure is not.
So were his hands on his head mimicking like his hands the whole time?
Yep, except for one time. Yep.
Except for. Oh.
Sorry.
That
It's okay, it's okay.
makes certain activities awkward.
Except for when we asked about what its most valuable secret was. That was the only time that they were in
Yep.
disconnect, right?
Sounds good.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It could be worse.
I'm gonna get a drink too.
It could. It could be. But here we are.
No, I mean my initiative.
Oh, got it. Not the situation.
The situation's not good.
Great.
None of it's good.
I mean, deals with extraplanar entities have never ended poorly for us before.
Right? Never. We've never been burned by any deals.
Never.
Legendary Bard of Death. Cool. Cool.
Gilly
Real
is a
neat.
nemesis now. Learn
Yeah,
some songs
now
from
that
him.
we've dealt with Morgan. Can't be sitting here without something, apparently. Christ. I don't have any stress snacks. I need to go get cookies.
Okay.
I should have done that while Matthew was up.
What are folks' initiative? Gilly?
12.
Selena?
Not great. Oh, sorry, I forgot to add my +4. 16.
Okay. Selena?
22, because I rolled a natural 20 when it makes no... That doesn't help me at all, so 22.
I mean, you might beat the creature. Sovellias?
17.
And then, Justice.
17.
Okay, so let me get him on the field. You see they're about there. They're the only one, and there are the banshees that you saw before. They would be actually about there because they're keeping their distance. Yeah, I'll get to it.
And Rob, I think you need to hide the promo layer.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry, I was more talking out loud, but yes, the map is here. This map is by Neutral Party. Check them out on Patreon. Oh, okay. So there are 4 banshees in view.
I don't think I can see the map. It's all black on my side right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mine too.
Oh, I probably turned on the Fog of War. What time it was? Like, y'all can see fine. I don't know. I set it to black. Actually, this is not the kind of map I care about. I might have been experimenting with cocaine. No, I might have been experimenting with what do you call it? Dynamic lighting.
Yeah.
But decided against
That's
it.
fair.
Okay, there we go. So, right, yeah.
I don't
Excuse me.
like it.
So you're not in direct sunlight. It is dim light throughout, but yeah. Selena, at the top of the initiative, you see as Vidius Anastasia hurling at the party with the massive claw out.
I sure do.
Oh,
Okay, I will yell quickly. Are we killing him or detaining him?
Oh, kill. He's a lich.
I think we need to get away, right? Isn't that the thing we need to do?
I think we need to destroy him.
Alrighty, well then I'm gonna drop a sunbeam right in front of me and throw it as a 60-foot long line right in front of him.
okay. He'll have disadvantage because he's undead. It's 30 feet of sunlight. And you see
No.
the sunlight.
This is sunbeam.
It creates a radial aura, and you shoot out a beam as well. It's a double benefit.
Hot.
Just used it on Sunday. Okay. Constitution saving throw. At disadvantage because they're undead. They don't have advantage on the saving throw anyway, so that's disadvantage. That's an 8.
Yeah, that super failed.
Because of the disadvantage. Otherwise, it would be a 25.
I'm sure. So let's go ahead and roll 68 radiant damage.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
it's dim light except for the sunlight, the bright light that she is now emanating.
So 3 times 8 is 24.
It's 68.
Plus 6 is 30. 37 points of radiant damage.
It shows bright light for 30 feet and dim light for an additional 60 feet. So light is sunlight. Oh, that doesn't work.
And
How much
now,
radiant damage?
24, 30, 34, 37 points of
Woo!
radiant damage. And it's blinded.
Let's see here. It is blinded. It's not immune. So you streak out this powerful blast of sunlight, and it strikes Asvidius right in the chest, or right in the face, and you see it burn like a good chunk of him off. And he's like moving around. He is blinded until the end of your next turn? Or
Let's see, on a successful save. Until your next turn.
okay, cool.
Unless if I hit it again with another beam, that'll blind it again, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. So it's blind. They are blinded. Okay, that is your action. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I don't believe so, because everything else is concentration. So no, that's I'm going to move myself within 60 feet of this thing, so like here, so I'm not creating a line with anyone, or a line with a bunch of people.
Gotcha. All right. None of them are sunlight sensitive or anything like that, but you can see they probably prefer to be in darkness. Actually, as you move over there, I will say, you see at the top of this tree, lurking in unseen before, as the darkness dispels whatever was on him, you see this creature holding a tome, and with a skeletal creature in wispy robes holding a tome, floating within this large tree, a deathlock.
Oh, neato. Okay. Yeah, well, here we are. I will point them out to people, since I guess I'm seeing them for the first time. I'll say, there's more things, and I'll be pointing.
Okay, that is your turn. Okay, this banshee up here, you could hear them, this elven sorcerer now fallen and destroyed, as you saw in the vision, floats over to you all. 40 feet, yeah, they're fine. They are actually going to provoke an attack for opportunity from you. Selena.
Ooh. Okay. They're gonna protect. Sure.
That's fine.
It's trying to get us in an AoE.
Interesting thing. Banshees cannot use their death wail in sunlight.
Oh, well, good. Okay.
These are advanced banshees, by the way.
They sure
As I like to call
are.
them, advances.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little advanced.
Gotcha. So they're provoking an attack of opportunity.
Yep. You can use your reaction if
Um,
you so choose.
I will go ahead and use my reaction to. And because I did the thing, I can use a spell that targets one person, right?
Warcaster, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and frostbite it.
Okay. As a con save.
Yes, please.
They fail, but they're immune to cold.
That's a.
But they'll still take disadvantage on their next weapon attack.
That was the hope.
So,
I will. Yep. Perfect.
Okay. So now that they're there, they won't use their wail. They can use their horrifying visage in sunlight. They are going to use horrifying visage. I need you all to make wisdom saving throws against a frightened effect.
Well, at least I get advantage.
Is this elementals or fae?
No, they're undead.
Okay. So even I'm included in that?
Mm-hmm. It's within
8.
60 feet. 8. Justice, you are frightened. For 1 minute, you could repeat the saving throw at the end of each turn.
Cool.
20 for Sovellias.
You're good.
And you said that was wisdom?
Gilly?
15?
Excuse me, sorry. You just make it.
Oh, hey! That advantage helped.
Selena?
And it's wisdom, right?
Yep.
24.
All right, you're all fine except for Justice. So they just change briefly into a more horrifying visage, and you see something that you fear for a moment. And Justice, you're just momentarily shaken, kind of still processing everything you just learned, almost forgetting that these banshees are surrounding all of you, and then this sudden assault has caught you off guard momentarily. Okay. Line of sight. Okay. Damn. All right. Cool. Sovellias, Anastasia, you're on. It's your turn. Justice, you're on deck.
All right. Blade Song as a bonus action, and then I will Misty Step up to this friend, the fellow, and give him a whack. Or well, Misty
Okay.
Step's a bonus, so I'll just move up. Sorry.
Okay.
And,
you move up.
Yep, and attack.
1 second. So as a reaction, whenever you move right there, it's going to. This is not an aura. I just have it there for my reminder. So whenever you're at reach your aura, it's going to make an attack against you as a reaction.
All right.
You
Got
know,
long arms.
Oh, gonna hit you with my strong hand. 27.
Oh shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll hit.
Yeah. You're gonna take 20 points of 20 points of piercing damage. And you are grappled. And because it hit you with that first attack, excuse me, I'm having some trouble today. It can make a second claw attack against you. 26 to hit.
Yeah. I'll shield against that one.
Your
I'll shield
shield brings you to 27?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see it has you grappled. It sticks its claw out to you. It starts to pull you up for a second one, and you throw up an arcane wall of force, shield of force, and that is its reaction. You may resume your turn. Your speed is 0, and you are being kept at arm's length.
Got it. In that case, I will Misty Step since it stopped me.
You didn't Blade Song or?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can't use Misty Step as a regular action. Right?
No, you have to cast a.
All right. Well, where am I at? No, that will hurt people.
Is that where you would have been? I just placed you there. Were you actually entering a different path? I wasn't sure where you would.
I would have just gone like straight up.
Okay, then you're technically there.
There.
That's where you actually are. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll still end up hitting Justice if I thunder stuff. unfortunately. So
You can still I mean, he has your. I mean, it's so weird. He has you grappled with reach. You're not within 5 feet of him, but I'll say you can attack his arm at disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that.
Because it's weird, right? Like he has you grappled, but
Yeah.
I'll attack those at
Okay.
disadvantage that are with sight because he's blinded, and all of
yeah.
those against him
Oh.
have advantage.
So he would have just hit with.
because he's
He
blinded.
would have. So it would have been a 26, which you would have shielded. That's a good point, Liz. Good
Correct.
catch. So he just misses you, just barely, because you would have shielded the.
Okay,
the
so
lower
I get
roll.
my 20 health back.
Yep.
And then I'm not grappled, which means I can just move up to base.
Yep.
All right,
You'll
and-
blinded.
That is
Then
nice.
I will take my attack. Thank you for remembering that, Liz.
Yeah. I
forgot.
got my little token on him, and I still forgot.
That's okay. It's my thing to keep track of for a hot second.
Okay, that
Did
that didn't work.
that's just damage.
Yeah, that's not what I clicked on.
It's not even the base damage. It's literally just the booming blade portion.
28 to hit.
28 does hit. So
Okay.
use the reaction. They're blinded.
He'll take 9 piercing and 6 force damage, and then the 5 thunder damage from booming blade, and then he is wreathed in booming energy.
You're good on damage types. 964.
Yep, or 965. 965.
What's the damage? Gotcha. Excuse me.
And that will be my turn.
I'm gonna stroke out. I'm having terrible indigestion. Okay, that is your turn as you skeet on it, narrowly dodging with a shield the attack because it's blinded, just kind of swiping at you. And then Justice, it's your turn. Gilly, you're on deck.
Justice will look to Gilly and will say, "I'm irrationally afraid, and I'm going to move towards Sovellias because I can't move towards Scream."
Yep, correct.
Got it. So I will go up and get behind or adjacent to Sovellias.
I will remind you that you have a thing called Stillness of Mind.
I do. Yep, I can end the
Okay.
fear as an action.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yep.
So I'm going to try to move up behind Sovellias.
As Vidius.
Asvidius, sorry. And I have disadvantage on attack rolls, but it is blinded, and I'm going before it in the round 2, right?
So it's just a straight roll.
Perfect. Just making sure. Alrighty, here we go.
So normal rolls, but you do get sneak attack.
And I am attacking. You know what? I'll attack with the. I'll use my psychic blade. Why not? That first
Sweet.
one is going to miss. That's a 9.
When you say Psychic Blade, you mean your Shadow Blade that you activate for 2 key points?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So bonus action, bring it into existence. That is a miss on the first attack with a. Oh no, that's not a 9. That's a 16 to hit. Sorry.
16 hits.
Oh. Note to self.
It's 13 feet tall. It's pretty lithe, but it's still 13
Okay.
feet tall.
I will do that since I do not have advantage and my friend is next to it. I can do sneak attack damage. So that will be 9.
Hold this out now.
9 plus 9. 9 plus 9 is 18 plus 6 is 24 points of psychic damage.
You're good. 24.
Actually, that should be I'm sorry, that should be 22 points.
Okay.
I calculated it as if
They are bloodied
wow.
as you strike into them.
Interesting. I will make my second attack on him.
Okay.
Straight roll. That is a 15 to hit.
15 misses.
Okay. And that was my bonus action, my move. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Save at the end of my turn.
Yeah, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
22. 19 plus 3.
You make it.
Thank you.
You're no longer frightened. Gilly, it's your turn. Asvidius, quite a few enemies are next. And that'll be top of the round with Selena. I don't know how else to say that. It's NPCs. I grouped unfortunately, the rolls are the rolls. Okay.
Yeah,
Gilly,
they
it's your
sure
turn.
are. Ooh,
Yeah.
it's gonna be real great.
I don't like it.
Okay, so just to make sure I understood this correctly, there's a banshee. There's a few.
There's 3 banshees. There is
Those three are all banshees.
There's a deathlock up in the trees that you can barely see. They have concealment from you and partial cover.
Oh, I guess I'm not seeing where the deathlock is then.
Yeah.
Should I be seeing the deathlock?
Right there.
Oh, I was busy trying to scroll when you did that, so hang on.
It should have moved you over.
Yeah, but my mouse was literally scrolling, so like it
To the east on a tree.
I see it now. Thank you. Okay, I see. And you said it is obscured from my vision.
It's good to see.
Okay. And 3 banshees. Cool. Okay, so I think it's a good moment for the old beacon of hope. So I think I'm gonna move just over here so that beacon of hope can go off. Yeah, I'm gonna move there so I can cast beacon of hope and get everyone in that radius.
The Deathlock Mastermind is going to use their reaction to counterspell you. And all of their spell slots are 5th level, so it goes off.
There's no counterspelling the counterspell from anyone in the group?
Nope. Sovellias uses
I used
reaction.
my reaction for shield.
Wasn't that on your turn, though?
Yeah, he hasn't had his turn since.
Okay, am I 60 feet away?
No, I just...
He hasn't had his turn. He doesn't have the reaction.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your reaction back at the start of your turn.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
not the end.
Yeah.
Okay,
'Cause
sorry.
my shield will last till the start of my turn. So.
You can, yep.
Cool!
Counteractive energies. Beacon of Hope is shattered. That's your action. Your bonus action on some of your move left.
Okay. Fuck. I guess bonus action will be to... I'll give Sovellias inspiration, I guess. But up behind the stone table. And it's my turn. Yay.
Is this what I've been doing to people?
Okay. All right, that is your turn, and now it is Asvidius's turn. Asvidius is blinded. Oh, excuse me. Well, I guess if they're blinded, then I guess that's what that is. So you see in their blinded state, and make sure this doesn't require them to see you. Yep, doesn't. They are going to, you see them jump into the air, and as they do, the shadows are pulled with them. What shadows there are, even in this light. Gotta double check something. Actually, the sunlight, the bright light from the sunlight makes him not be able to use this ability. This, this sunbeam is absolutely wrecking. Holy shit, MVP spell. Wow, that's crazy. The Deathlock should have tried to counterspell that, but I wasn't thinking about it. Forgot they were over there too, until I looked at the ignition tracker.
He was just blinded by the light.
Yeah, he was
That's
like,
right.
whoa, that's bright. Oh shit, I forgot to do my job. Okay, well then. They are going to, yeah, that's a choice. They are going to, they can't teleport either, because that requires using that ability. They can't do that. Okay, they're just gonna make attacks at disadvantage. They're gonna start probably one against you, Sovellias, and then they're gonna go one against Justice. Yeah.
True.
Disadvantage against Sovellias. +8. Miss. Horrible miss at 13. No. I can't do math. 12. And then... hey, Chase, it's a 25.
I knew it. That hits.
Natural 20, which it saved you from, and a 17. Okay, you are going to take... Excuse me. You are going to take 20 points of non-magical piercing damage. As it reaches behind and finds you and grabs you. You are grappled as well.
I temp.
I think then, because it has you grappled, fuck it. It's going to risk it all. It doesn't give a shit. It's going to begin to move away from you. Move away from the sunlight. Sovellias is going to provoke an attack of opportunity.
I use my reaction, but Booming Blade does go off.
All right, go ahead and roll that beautiful beam footage. 5, 10.
He will take 8, 9, 10, 11 points of thunder damage.
Whew. 15, 20.
Where are we going, Daddy? Are we going to the show?
Let it. 30, 35, 40. And you can see they're like running away from the sunlight. Okay, now they are in an area of dim light. I keep clicking on the wrong fucking character sheet.
This could only end well. You thought darkness was your ally.
So they unfortunately have not moved into a position where they can hide. So they are just gonna remain there. They can't teleport. Okay, it's another Banshee's turn.
It's dim light. You can teleport now, Justice. You'll be fine.
That's true. But I think you have to teleport into the dim light too, though, as well. Oh God.
I'm safe.
You're
I'm
fine.
really safe.
Even if you only teleport 10 feet into other dim light, you're fine.
He just he tears me in half like a phone book.
It's so bloody. A Banshee floats down to where you are, Gilly. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And they're gonna make an attack roll against you. 19 to hit you.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna take 24 points of necrotic damage.
But why?
As their hand graces through you.
Ow!
Yep. That is their turn. The Deathlock. What's the range? Deathlock is going to, I think, move over here. They see, now I have 60 feet. I'm gonna move over there. Yeah, there.
Fucking asshole.
This flies over there, you see, and it is going to use its action. Excuse me. It's going to use its action to cast Dispel Magic on Selena.
Nope! Counterspell.
Go ahead and roll it.
$22!
22 does it. Blasted out of the air.
That's how we're playing. So here we go.
They look down at you, Gilly. And it's the same part of the action. They throw 2 grave bolts. One of them cranes at you.
No.
It's a 15 to hit.
It just hits.
Okay. You're going to take 18 points of necrotic damage, and you make a strength saving throw.
Ah! Sorry, hold on. You said 15 or 18 points of necrotic?
18 points of necrotic.
18. Okay. Fuck me. Strength saving throw? Good luck, God bless. No. I rolled a 2.
You're restrained for 1 minute.
I'm gonna use luck. I'm gonna use luck. Can I still use luck?
Yes. Okay. I will allow you some grace here, but please decide before I announce the.
Sorry, it was a momentary forgetting that I had the thing. Okay. It's not better. It's.
Okay.
I mean, it is, but it's not enough. It's
You never know.
No.
Okay. Is it less than 10? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You are restrained for 1 minute. You can use your action to repeat the saving throw.
Okay.
And then a second Grave Bolt flies at you, Selena, with a 13 to hit.
Nope.
Yeah, so it just lands on the ground. Okay. That's the enemy's turn. From the ground, completely unnoticeable until it moves, a shambling horde of plants, dirt, detritus, and suffering emerges.
Keyword suffering.
And suffer.
Don't forget the suffering.
This large plant, which seems to be compiled of well, there are corpses in it. What can I say? And it is going to plant itself near the stone table.
Plant.
Correct. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for knowing me. It's going to make an attack against. It's going to make 2 attacks at you, Gilly, with advantage because you're restrained. 12. It's a natural 1 and a 5, folks. And then the second attack, so to have to hit you with both of those, natural 20.
No, that misses magically, just because.
I mean, you could use luck to force it.
Oh, that's right, I can.
Roll and have them choose.
Yeah, I don't want the crit. I'll use another luck.
All right, go ahead and roll d20, and I'll let you know what their other dice were, or I can roll it. It's up to you.
You know what?
Or no, oh sorry, the reaction one is just you have them re-roll. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was getting too confused. Okay.
Yeah, they roll.
It's a 22.
Okay, but it's not a crit, so
it's
that's
not
fine.
a crit. Yeah, you take 13 points of non-magical bludgeoning. Whoosh!
Okay, so halved to 6.
Yeah.
Cool. That's at least something.
And it needed to hit you twice, so it does not. You can see it grab you and try to, but it's not quite. I don't know why it has to hit you twice, but that's what it says. It wants to eat you. You can tell. But so you are now grappled by this thing and restrained by the bone claw, and it would like to eat you. The shambling mound would like to eat you. Okay.
I would like it to not.
Yeah, I know. This thing is gonna go. That damn sunlight. Too good.
Look at all the sunlight on me right now, Matt.
They can't get to you. Sorry, it's a dog pile here, but this is just how things ended up. It's gonna make an attack with advantage against you, Gilly, because you're restrained. 15 to hit. That just hits. 24.
Just hits.
24 points of necrotic damage. That goes. Those are the enemies. They all their initiative roll together. It is Selena's turn, followed by a Banshee.
Okay. So Whale, Shambler, and Scream. Can I get them in a straight line?
You can.
Okay, then
Just by
I am...
exactly where you just moved. Yep.
Yep. So I'm gonna move myself over here, taking Asvidius out of the dim light even.
Okay.
And with 60 feet of sunlight coming out of... Hang on. Give me a hot second. I lied. I'm going to take one back here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to let through so that these 3 get hit with that sunbeam is my action.
Whale, Shambler, and Scream, right?
Please.
A Whale and Scream will have disadvantage. Shambler does not. They're not undead. This is the non-undead variety. Fail on Whale. The Whale fail. Definite. I'm gonna double check. Yeah. Failure for. Failure for Scream.
Okay.
And then the plant just has a straight roll. Fails. They all 3 fail. That's a 9.
Oh man, that's another
Yeah.
68 rating.
Those are some rough rolls, is all I have to say about that.
Well, they're also going up against a DC of 19.
Yeah.
Which is
19 these
high.
days? Jesus.
19 is where this is at. Yeah, I know. Druid stuff. All right, not as good as the first time.
Yeah, that was a good roll on 60th the first time.
Yeah. So this time it was 3 6s instead of 3 8s. So 18, 19, 20, 25 points of radiant damage each. And then that was only a few feet for me, so I'm going to go ahead and move.
Sorry, how much radiant damage? I'm sorry.
25 each, please.
25, and they're all blinded.
They are all blinded now.
As Vidius is no longer blinded.
Hang on. No, I'll stay where I was at.
Okay.
I'm okay there.
So you did the little druid shuffle there.
I sure did.
That's your action. Is there anything you'd like to do with your bonus action? Because you technically have not cast a spell this turn, so the sky's the limit on your for bonus actions.
Yeah, my concentration is something completely different.
Yeah.
Okay. Healing word to Gilly. We'll go ahead and give Gilly, because you're not doing too hot with all of those enemies over there.
Not as such.
So yeah, no, that's not great. So we'll go ahead and do a 4th level healing word. So 44 plus 5. Oh, I'll take that. Okay. That's better than average. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 16 points of healing to Gilly.
Okay. All right, so you step around and unleash a beam of sunlight, and in its wake, the creatures are burned and scathed. And then you throw out an evocation healing over to Gilly. That's your turn.
That sure is.
Okay. So it is a Banshee's turn, and then Sovellias, you're on deck. Still can't use. They're gonna look over at you. Well, they're blinded.
They sure are.
They don't have blind sets, I guess. They can sense your presence, but they cannot see you. Oh fuck! They've used the horrifying visage. Most of you are immune to it. Damn, this spell though. Okay, well, I think what they are going to do. You could see them look around. I don't like to dogpile that much. I don't know. I'm just gonna walk over and attack you. I don't care. All right. With disadvantage. Dog shit. 9.
No, that misses.
Yeah. Okay. That is a miss. Sovellias, is your turn. Justice, you're on deck.
All right. Scatter.
As Vidius is no longer blinded, by the way.
Yeah.
So, I want to move Asvidius.
Pretty much everyone's in range, right? Yeah, everyone.
Yeah, I can only get 5 people though, so I'm gonna do Asvidius, Gilly,
Okay.
the Shambler, and Scream.
Okay.
That's 4, and then 1 more.
As Vidius fails with a 10.
Let's do Whale too. I'll move Whale.
The other, the thing fails with a 5. No. And no. They all fail.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. 2s and 1s. I mean, what are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
do?
move Gilly out of the restricted, down by Selena, but probably not next to her. I want to move Asvidius right. No, I'm not picking. Hold on. Right there. Or actually, right there, next to me.
So he's back in the sunlight.
Yeah. I want the Shambler to go right here.
Line him up with the death clock, so I can hit both of them with Sunbeam.
And then Whale, I'll put there, along with Scream there.
Okay.
And I don't think I have any bonus actions to use for that, so that will be it.
You get a free attack because you didn't teleport yourself, or did you?
I don't think I teleported myself because I teleported 5 things,
Okay.
right?
Just
Yeah,
checking.
so I couldn't teleport myself.
That's
That's a
your-
good point.
Yeah, that's your action.
Okay, no. I'll wait.
Okay.
I'll take that as my action. But yeah, because I didn't teleport myself. Okay, yep.
You're staying there. You group them all together.
Yes.
Dogpile me, basically.
Yep, basically.
Love it.
And Justice doesn't come with. He's just released from the grab, right? Because it just teleports the other guy.
Yep. Gilly, you're released from the grapple the Shambler had on you, but you are still restrained by the Grave Bolt. It's not a stationary thing.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Justice, it's your turn. Gilly, you're on deck.
All right, I'm going to move up here so that I'm adjacent to Sovellias. I'm going to make an attack on Hesvidius. I don't have advantage or disadvantage, but I think that is pretty good at a 20 to hit.
20 does hit.
All right.
Can you show me? Sorry, can you show me where you moved?
Yeah. Is my guy not there?
No, I want to see your path. I didn't catch it.
Sorry, I was over here-ish.
Okay, cool. So
So
put yourself put yourself at the edge of his reach.
Okay, is that like 10 feet?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize I didn't have the aura scene. There you go. Put yourself at the edge.
Right there?
Yep, perfect. And he's gonna use his reaction. He's not blinded. And he uses his reaction to attack you. He does provoke a sentinel attack from you, Sovellias, if you want to take it.
No, I'm going to save my reaction for shields.
Okay. Okay. So the Bone Claw's gonna make an attack against you, Justice. It's just a straight roll, I believe. 24 to hit you, Justice.
24 hits.
You're gonna take 20 points of non-magical piercing damage, and because he hit you with the first attack, he's gonna make a secondary attack, which is a 21 to hit.
Just hits.
Oh wow. 20 more points of piercing damage, and you are doubly grappled. it just has you grappled once, really, but and you are right there. You're not 5 feet from them. You're grappled.
That's fine. I'm going to use my bonus action to teleport here.
So,
Yep.
you are. Yep, you're not in bright light. You're good.
Which I should have done in the first place, but you know.
Casual 40 points of free damage. It's cool.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Get fucked. All right.
And you do have advantage on the Shambler if you want to hit him.
Perfect. Well, I'm going to keep that first attack roll on Asvidius.
20 hits.
All right, and stunning strike on this one.
Okay. Uh, 14.
Fails, I think. Let me check.
Your DC is
15.
Yeah, your DC is 15 these days. Okay, it's done.
And he takes 24 points of damage.
Ooh, they are looking rough. He is looking rough.
And then I'm going to make an attack with advantage on the Shambler.
Okay.
That is a 22 to hit.
Mhm.
Stunning strike. Knocking over my dice tower.
17.
Makes it.
What was
So-
the hit? Sorry.
22.
Yeah.
And that will be 13 points of psychic damage to the Shambler.
How much damage? I'm sorry.
13.
Thank you. I'm having a lot of hearing issues tonight. I didn't just mute. If I turn down my master, it doesn't turn it down for everyone else, right? Okay.
That's
The term master really gets to me. I'm like, is it because I'm the GM? Okay.
You're good.
Okay. Okay. That is your action. That's your bonus action. That's, I guess, your move. Is that your turn?
So King Caboodle.
Okay. Gilly, you're on deck.
I'm going to cast greater invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Real quick.
Yeah. You become
And
invisible.
then, yeah. And then I think with my bonus action, I'm going to put Cloaky out and I'm going to say, keep me within 60 feet of that damn death clock.
Okay.
Death lock.
Death clock.
Death clock. That damn death lock.
Do we think with death clock?
So be there. So whoosh.
Because I can't move myself, so but Cloaky can move me.
They sure can. Hey, Cloaky did really well on initiative.
Oh.
I know.
I wanted him to do in between me and the death lock.
I know. I'm like,
Damn it!
Roll the natural 20. Poor Cloaky. He tried so hard. They tried so hard.
I'm just like, oh, damn. Did really well though. I'm proud of Cloaky.
Yeah, they like come out soaring with their longsword, ready to fight. That's your action. That's your bonus action. I think that's your turn.
It sure is.
All right. As Vidius is like, ha ha ha, I serve. Excuse me, goddamn. I serve the song of sorrow, the siren of dread. You strike me here, I'll reemerge. I may not have became all that I wanted to be, but I am undying. They're in bright light. They are. Oh wait, they're stunned. They're.
I was gonna say they're stunned.
But they say that kind of in a low, humble voice, low rumble of a voice. Okay. Shriek's turn. Shriek is in sunlight. The sunlight, it gets to me. I'm like, come on now. Come on now. You gotta give it up. 30 feet? I guess they're gonna try the old tactical chestnut. Yep, that is what they're gonna try. They're gonna move over here, not provoking from anyone. And as they crest out of the sunlight, you see them become more of a visage of their former self, less solidified, less whole. Let's see if the target has to be. Just that she has to not be in sunlight. Okay, she's got it. She's gonna use her death wail and unleashes a massive shriek towards you. And Justice, Sovellias and Justice, I need you both to make wisdom saving throws.
Gotcha.
This is
20.
just, it's not against a fear effect or anything, it's just straight. Yep.
19.
20, you're good. Justice, you're good. You feel this over. I don't know if y'all have encountered banshees, but I don't think y'all went up against their death wail, and it is louder. This banshee is far stronger than the ones you counted in Ungoli, the city of shadow and flame, and it kind of reverberates in your heart, and this resonant thunder sends, if you had a heart, Justice, a pounding in your heart, Sovellias, and it shakes the wooden splinters of your body, Justice. Okay, that is their move and their thing. The Deathlock. Yeah, that's a good range. They cannot see through that. They're out of spells already. Good job. So they're just going to use their Grave Bolts.
He is a warlock.
Literally, this is what Deathlocks are. They're warlocks who turned on their patrons or broke pacts. You know what? They're definitely going to target you with one, and then Sovellias are going to target you with one. So Grave Bolts, they don't have disadvantage for any reason, or advantage for that matter. And they unleash one at you and one at Selena, one at Sovellias. Okay, Selena, 15 to hit.
AC is 16. Oh boy.
Rolling above a 10 has been a bit of a struggle tonight if I don't have advantage.
And it's not against Justice.
Yeah, apparently, actually. I've noticed that I'm like, Justice 19s, 18s. Real hot and cold. Natural 20 against whoever the hell was Sovellias. Natural 20.
Justice.
Yeah, Justice. It's just
Sorry, man.
it pivots at the last second. You're killing him. You take 102 points of damage, Justice. No. Sovellias, you are going to take 36 points of necrotic damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
And you can't cutting words a natural 20, right?
No, you can cutting word the damage.
4.
Yeah, but it'll still be restrained.
Yeah. You are restrained. You can use your action to attempt the saving throw again. Well, okay then. That's all right. Then that's the death block. Yeah, you're all right there. The roll 20 there. Okay.
The roll 20. Why?
Okay. The shambling mound is blind, but has blind sight. Has blind sight, and is actually immune to the condition of blind. Okay. My bad. Yeah, my bad. But I mean, it still took the damage and stuff. Okay. No, I don't like giving my players false hope, but my apologies. Okay, and it's gonna make
no hope here.
It's correct. It's gonna make 2 attacks against you, Sovellias. You are restrained, so it has advantage. Well, it's gonna start with its first attack and see how that goes. Oh, that's cocked. 16 to hit.
Nope.
Yeah, and you're not. And you did not teleport, so you're in the displaced beast caught it. Is that okay? 26 to hit.
If I shield, that matches. So
Yeah. You are going to take. I rolled 10 points of damage. Non-magical bludgeoning. And that's the thing's turn. You see it to kind of start to sink into the ground a little bit. Alright. The whale's turn, and then it'll be Selina's turn, and then Cloaky's. Okay. Excuse me, y'all. Well.
What makes you dock my doorstep?
Pretty much.
Whale.
I guess they're gonna follow suit.
A whale?
Hear her.
Whale?
Okay. They're gonna provoke an attack of opportunity from you, Sovellias, as they fly out of fly out of the light.
I will take that one.
Okay.
Which is still an advantage because they're blinded.
Yep. Yep.
Kill it with 1 hit, Sovellias.
There goes 20.
20 hits, and I believe you'll stop its movement.
Yep, certainly does. 8 piercing damage and 1 force damage.
Turns around and takes a swipe at you in a straight roll. Disadvantage, advantage. I got the damage on there for him. Natural 1. Misses you.
We needed this.
10 points of damage. Yeah, I know. Striking into it, kind of scattering its form briefly. Selena and then Cloaky. Oh.
Alrighty, I'm going to move myself up here. And then go ahead and sunbeam these 3 baddies. I think missing Sovellias and Justice. And that means Scream is no longer blinded as of now.
Yeah.
So if I can get Constitution saving throws from Whale, Asvidius, and the Shambler, that would be fantastic.
22 from the mound, so it'll make it. Disadvantage from Asvidius. Dog shit. 9. Or well, 12 technically. And then natural 1 from the whale.
Okay, so Shambler will take half.
Yeah, just give me the full amount and I'll apply double leads.
Awesome.
It's plants.
That's more of a middling number here. 33 points of damage.
Woo! How do you want to do this?
Wow. So continuing to hope that the Deathlock didn't have any more counter spells because I don't know anything about it. I am just going to keep the my allies from having too many enemies surrounding them at any given time, and let out that burst of Sunbeam. A spell that I've never used before and don't know the implications of, but may have fell in love with it today.
It's so good. Iveguard never does not prepare that spell, especially with our arc. So you let loose a beam of sunlight, and it just evaporates the Banshee. The Sorcerer, the Elven Sorcerer. And then as it slams into Asvidius, you see him just give you a sly smile. He says, I will return. And it just disintegrates him. And the wisp of shadow flies into the air rapidly, just and travels west. Then the other thing takes 16 points of damage, which would have been your half mapping.
Does anyone need healing? Not overly so, but I'll go ahead and throw a first level.
Hi, yeah.
I see yellow health bars.
Yeah, hi me, yes.
I'm at 66%.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
me and Justice are both not doing hot.
Calculating it. We'll go ahead and do the first level healing word at Justice here. Alrighty, go ahead and take 8 points of healing.
Is that your turn? Would you like to move?
I moved my 30 feet to get to that position.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to. I may move. Yeah. Nope.
Okay.
That's my movement, my bonus action, and my action. There we are.
Clokey's turn. Clokey is going to double check something. They are going to grapple you and move you.
Oh yeah,
5.
Shad's right. I can't see you, Gilly.
10, 15. We don't generally follow invisibility for helpful things. Thanks. And as a reminder, backseat gaming is not something we do here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Can I do math? That was 30. Okay, well, I tried. 40, there it goes. I'll say there. Clokey gets you there. Okay, so you are able to let loose Clokey's able to grapple you and fly you forward. That is Clokey's turn. Scream. Your turn. Who's next? It is Justice, right?
Yeah.
Justice, Sovellias is on deck.
Yeah. Somehow we switched. Sovellias was before me before. That's cool. I'll take it. We're tied. I will continue my attacks on the Shambler. It is not blinded, so this is straight attacks.
Oh, it's the auto org whenever I put Clokey back in. It swapped you to.
No harm, no foul. Let's see. So I'm going to make my first attack on him. That's horribly cocked. That's a 19 to hit. Yeah, 19 hit.
19, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure hits.
Perfect. Alrighty. And you know what? Why not Stunning Strike?
Yeah, I'll roll it.
So, 12.
Natural 1.
Excellent.
I'm stunned.
12 plus 7 is 23 points of psychic damage.
It's not immune. 23, got it.
Yep, and that's my first hit. Oh, gotta mark off that key point before I forget. Down to 5. I'm gonna make my second attack on him.
Sure thing.
Advantage. That's a 20-something to hit, 25 to hit.
Yeah, definitely hits. Its AC is like 14.
Got it. 14 plus
Or
4,
like
18 points of psychic damage.
Okay. It's hurt.
Got it.
More than bloodied.
Perfect. And then you know what? Let me take a quick gander at that map. Yeah, I'm gonna spend martial arts and get 2 more attacks on it.
I mean, flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows. Yep.
Spend a key point. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
They're at advantage.
Yep. So first attack is a 27 to hit,
Okay. Definitely hits.
and I have a little bit different dice on this one because it's armed. So it's 2d6 plus a d4. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Let me check that. Boo, 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 boo. I don't feel like I've hit with unarmed for a little while.
It'd be your monk die plus a D4 from the monk robes, and plus a D4 from storm jumpers or D6?
I think the robes were D6 and the storm jumpers were D4. So we just
Okay.
blew D4s out. Yep. So
Okay.
I was just making sure I wasn't missing anything. So 2d6 plus D4.
That's right. Your monk robes went up. That's right.
Exactly. So that is, let's see, 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 2 is 9, 9 plus 4 is 13 points of damage.
Yeah. So you're driving into it. Hold on. How much of that was lightning?
2 points.
It is immune, and you see it heal 2 points. So what was the total?
13, so 13 minus 2 is 9.
11.
11. This can do math. Can I turn off the storm jumpers?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Well, I guess the other damage will outweigh the healing. So,
Yeah.
last attack. That's horribly cocked, which was nice. 27 again. 18 on the dice.
Definitely hits.
Okay, 5 plus 3 is 8. So I'll give you the damages separate. 3 points of healing to it.
Yep.
And then 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 points of damage to it.
Okay. So you're like, punching into this like tuberous, fibrous plant creature with a couple dead bodies in it as it's like just slowly digesting them. You're like, and you see like little bits of healing, but you're still damaging it, net damage.
This is delightful. I love this.
Is that your turn?
That's my attack. That's my... Yeah, I think that's it. That's fine.
Sovellias, it's your turn. Gilly, you're on deck.
Thunderstep. And I want to take Justice with me, and I'm going to drop in the same position I am in. So the Mound and Scream need to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 18.
Stunned, it can still make con saves. No, that's a 10. That's a 10 for the shambling mound. That's 7 for the banshee.
8
Only-
thunder damage. I rolled really well.
Oof. Yeah, not what you don't love to see it. Double check the resistances.
Is the Mound still up?
Yep.
Okay, then I take my teleport attack on the Mound.
So before you go, you like let loose, and you just in a moment swipe, do this kind of up strike with your rapier.
16 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. 12 piercing damage, 2 force damage.
Okay. 12. You're good on damage types.
Perfect.
Okay. It has 1 hit point. It has 15 hit points. It has 15 hit points. It had 1. Now it's 1. You fly away from it.
I hadn't healed it.
My favorite.
Ready departure.
Sometimes it's really sad. You could. You never use it.
I would hurt Justice pretty badly.
Oh, that's true. That's your action. You want to teleport the two of you? You should be able to control both pogs, right?
I think you just dropped us in the same
I've
spot.
just dropped us in the same spot.
Oh, you little shit. That's your action. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's it.
All right. You got it in ya. Gilly, it's your turn. The shriek is next.
Which one is on like it's on death's door?
The Shambler.
Scream?
The
Scrambler?
Shambler.
Sorry,
Yeah.
the Shambler, Scrambler.
Scream's
I'm mixing everything else.
Scream's pretty rough too. Shriek and the Deathlock are untouched.
Okay. I'm gonna rip off a patch, and I'm gonna send 1 bolt at Scream.
Yep.
I'm gonna send 1 bolt at Shambler, I guess, and I'm gonna send the rest at Deathlock.
Okay. So it's a 74 total. So go ahead and roll 1d4 against Scream and then 5d4 against Deathlock.
And what do you mean Scream? Do you mean the 1996 horror drama? I mean the horror classic?
So
Yes, I
it's a
love
full
that movie.
4 against Scream. So total 5, right?
Yep.
And then
5d4 versus +5 versus Deathlock.
yeah.
No reason to roll against the shambling mound. It just dies.
Yep.
Dropping all sorts
Okay.
of treasure.
Coincidentally, there were 4 Scream movies.
Good
4 points of damage.
5.
Oh, okay.
You lose! You get nothing!
day, sir.
They're rebooting it. They're rebooting it.
No!
You get nothing. Oh, that's a 10. 13. 18 total points of damage. I scared Inara away shouting. It's fine.
Sure. Wait. Yeah, you're good. How much damage? I'm sorry.
18 total points of force damage to the Deathlock.
Yep. Pelts them. It's your action.
It sure was my action. And then with my bonus action, I'm just gonna, give myself a little healing. Well, I'm invisible, actually. I'm gonna give Justice a healing word.
Okay.
8! You heal 8.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
What can I say? But you're welcome.
Well, hi. I'm. You.
Lafine.
Lafine, thank you.
I've been going by Lafine.
Okay.
It's quicker for me. I hope that's all right, buddy.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's
I hope that's all right.
Okay.
Jesus, Lafine.
then I need to turn readable colors back on. They got turned off, so I can't even see the.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah. Okay, so is that your turn? Reckon it is.
I can't move myself, so that is, yes.
All right, Shriek's turn. They can't do their death wail anymore. They're gonna fly. They're actually gonna. Yeah, they're gonna fly away. To the master return. And they fly 80 feet to the west.
You're not getting away that easy.
They're off map at least.
Go get him, Justice.
This is the Deathlock's turn. They're gonna throw 2 death bolts. Seeing Sovellias and Gilly restrained, they're gonna throw one at Justice and one at Selena.
Natural 20.
Yeah, natural fucking 20. Left to right. Natural 20 against Justice.
I should really buy lottery tickets.
There was that delay in my mind from what you said to what I said too, and I was like, "Oh my god!" You take
102 points of damage.
correct. You take 36 points of necrotic damage, and you are restrained.
Is it a ranged attack?
Ranged spell attack doesn't work, right?
I don't know.
You lose.
Good day.
Good day, sir.
Can't reduce it by 10.
What's the wording? It's weapon attack.
I think it says
I'm saying.
weapon. Yeah, they were
Right.
they sucked about it.
And then Selena, that's an 18 to hit you, Selena.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Finally.
So you take 18 points of necrotic
I'm cutting words that.
yeah, there's no reason you can't. They're in range, so it misses.
Can I help you? Okay. Nice. I'll take that.
You haven't used your reaction or anything, so you're good.
Correct.
Okay.
And it
Did,
doesn't seem to be casting spells anymore, so Gilly's
It's
knowledge,
out of-
so it's on its turn. That's why I wanted to be within 60 feet to deal with it, so.
So it's going to use its movement to fly 60 feet away off the map north. And then okay, so at the top of the round, is initially count 22 with Selena, and that we're gonna go ahead and take a break as the map is gonna fade away, and we're gonna do Theater of the Mind.
Cool.
Oh, thank you all for being here. Lafine, Shad, Chris, all the great Emma, Miwa. Wait, is Emma
Frosty.
here? I'm just assuming. Miwa, Frosty. Oh,
He
Emma's
was
here.
having
Hi,
a
Emma.
night off
Eli.
of stream, but popped in to say that they wish us the best and all that.
Aw, reliable.
It's Je
Thank
suis
you. all.
Lafine, right? It's
Je
French.
suis.
Je
It's
suis
red.
Lafine?
It's red. It's really hard for me to read.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. JC Wolfing. I think you're right.
Yeah, it's very French.
Yeah.
Oh,
So pretentious
Warm
up there.
mode sets my monitor red, so I'm at 9 o'clock around 9 o'clock every Wednesday. I can't reach it. Anyway,
Nice.
so Jesus Lafine wasn't.
yeah, I was
No,
really
it
close. Like,
Wasn't.
No.
I was like, I could not make out the eye. I was like, it's not Jesus Lafine. Okay. When we get back, we will continue the encounter, or we'll see what the Prism does in this time frozen vineyard. Thank you all so much. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Hello and welcome back as we continue the Ghost of the Machine episode 73?
73.
Yeah, 73. Yeah.
We can
We are actually still in initiative. But the map, you can all go ahead and throw up the promo screen if you want for now. As the death lock flies away 60 feet, they are 50 feet off the map. Selena, it's your turn.
All right, I will move my full 30 feet of movement towards the Deathlock, and then I believe 60 feet of Sunbeam should hit it.
Yep, it would.
Okay.
You're what? Let's see here. 30 feet would be there, and yeah, 60 feet would you would just hit it.
Because I was just
So
within
yeah,
30 feet of it when it moved.
yep.
Yeah, I
That's
sure
funny.
was.
Con save at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Fails with a 6 on the die.
Ooh, that is a full 68
Nice.
straight into this Deathlock.
That's funny. Just like.
Oh man. 14, 15, 25, 29 points of radiant damage, please. And it is blinded.
You see it sear at the tattered creature, and they persist on flying. Since the rest of the three of you are restrained, and Selena's declared her intention not to follow, we will go ahead and drop out of initiative. I'm assuming that is what everyone is thinking, or not just assuming, but based on what we all said during break. Sound good?
Mhm.
Okay. We are, and then that scream just gets obliterated. Who cares, right? It's a Banshee with 10 HP. It gets obliterated. Sovellias is like swipe as Selena sends off the sunbeam. Justice and Sovellias both just like in their restrained form.
Restrained, LOL.
They are blasted away. Silence falls over the battlefield as you stand in the time-frozen vineyard as the stone table. I forgot to roll initiative for the Scavenger. I forgot all about him. He was supposed to come in on round 2.
Wow.
Oops.
Whoopsie.
Whatever. Originally I really hadn't intended for him to ever come
It's
around.
fine because I honestly expected him to come in like Mifanwe and glitched it like right at the very end anyway. Like that's
No.
exactly what I expected from this.
Here to help.
He is pretty slow.
It's like one of those video games where like the game won't progress until this trigger happens, but he never spawns.
That's right. I forgot the syntax or whatever.
I mean, The Enigma did say they're always late, so
Hey,
Unfortunately,
that's what I was expecting.
They Raiden.
Hey.
Thank you
Thank
for the raid, guys.
Oh, hey.
Thank you.
Whee!
So, coming out from the easterly direction, from the brush, is a rather large bird-like creature with these kind of this scabby skin and wilted feathers, wearing a purple robe, a staff with a skull on it. And it actually has quite a bit of mass for its form, like more like an ostrich than like, a hollow bird, little hummingbird like thing. And was this it? No. This was it. Okay. It squawks and emerges into the sunlight. You can see it kind of put one of its claws in front of its face as the sunlight fades after about a minute, because y'all are sitting there and the restrained conditions all drop. Squawk! I am Scavenger. Come to help you. The Enigma sent me.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Sovellias Anastasia.
I'm
Hello.
Justice.
I'm Gilly. Gilly says as she becomes visible again.
Behind it.
I am Scavenger.
Is this a Skeksis?
They are a large bird like you can find out what it is if you'd like to roll Arcana or Religion.
Both skills that I'm actually quite good at.
I can roll Arcana. I was curious about what
I
this is
can
as well.
also help with Arcana.
Okay. Roll with advantage. You'll both understand the result.
Plus 27.
This is you were not sure if these things were real. It is said that there was only 13 of them in existence.
Oh.
It is, you remember your days of college as a lore bard at the I believe you studied at the Lilac Rose. You remember studying. There were they're thought to be probably all destroyed, but there was never more than 13 of them. This is a Nagpa. During the Divine Revolution, it was said that there was a sect, a organization, an alliance of these. Together, they made a sorcerer king of these powerful wizards that defected and rose up against. Some say they rose up against Modru. Some say they were spies. It's unclear. Scholars continue to debate. But they were part of the Divine Revolution and fought on the side of the Goddess of Light, Marissa. But some say that in the waning days, or for whatever reason, this Council of Dark Wizards they defected from Marissa's call. They turned coat, whatever it might be. And they were cursed. They were cursed so that they could only find knowledge from ruins. No longer able to practice their craft as wizards to study things of the new world, they would forever find knowledge from destruction and only within ruins.
Wow. So the 13 wizards is not inclusive of the Enigma.
Nope, the Enigma said my 13.
That's right.
Perhaps this enigma was the thing that cursed them. For Marissa was not known to dole out many, many curses. She changed things. But cursing was not necessarily her way. She mostly destroyed or converted. Or transformed.
So together they were basically as powerful as a sorcerer king.
Yeah, they were all very, very powerful. Maybe even 3 sort. You know, it's difficult to say, but they had a great deal of power, the 13 of them together.
And were aligned with Marissa's cause and then went back on their word.
Yep.
Essentially.
Yep. Scholars debate. Some might even say they upheld their end of the bargain.
Maybe there was some sort of loophole. Maybe the Enigma's been burned.
Maybe they're the one who did the burning.
Maybe. Oh,
but
no.
this is very obscure lore. This is like one of those one paragraph in esoteric knowledge textbook type of things. You know, something you really have to delve into to know more. But that's what you get with the 27.
Okay.
Squat! I'd be here to help you.
Is our next
look around? They look over to you. Yes?
I believe our next stop is the tower.
Squat! Yeah. Bizarre Tower. And they shuffle over towards the stone table. And they look over. Still intact. Still intact.
Is that a problem?
By the end of this, hopefully we will break it. This is the seal that holds the time spell.
Understood.
Interesting.
Is it also acting? Is that what is anchoring that death claw?
Bone Claw.
Did I say death claw?
Nope. The Bone Claw's
Wrong
master
game.
is the Song of Swords. The legendary bard of sorrows. Excuse me, the Song of Sorrows, the legendary bard of death and resonance. Squat.
Understood.
You all doing okay? Need a minute to rest?
Yes, some of us are a little hurt.
What? Defensive perimeter. And you see them strike their staff on the ground, and this abjurate energy waves out. What? And it kind of keeps pulsing as they continue to construct the spell. Takes them, I think, a minute.
How long do we wish to tarry here?
I guess we can stop for a short rest. I mean, there's no haste needed. Take our time. Not jump into things if we're not prepared.
I just opened my.
That is a broken saucer. King's Tower. We're about to go.
Squat. Broken. And they kind of smile. Broken and ruined.
Hey, you guys want to see me open my character sheet on my right screen?
The glory of a new
Sunbeam.
They shuffle over to you, Justice, as you meditate, and they kind of look at you. What? You've been touched by shadow.
Indeed, I have.
What?
You are familiar.
Squat? Where I'm from?
Oh, yes. I believe that thought had crossed my mind, though I could not quite grasp it. Do you also harness the shadow?
Here and there.
Are you familiar with the Traveler?
Can't ever find them. Always traveling.
Indeed. I'm part of a sect of monks who seeks to channel the magic powers.
Blows
abilities
like the
granted.
wind.
What did you say? Sorry, I couldn't hear.
They say blows like the wind.
Indeed.
North in the mountains. And they kind of shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. I shouldn't be spilling your secrets.
We are amongst friends here.
Your friends.
I just gesture to my resting compatriots and that cutest fuck dog that I just want to reach out and
There's
pet.
a dog. There's a dog in the Timeless Vineyard.
One of its ears is up.
Dogs are, of course,
permanently.
as we all know, dogs are immune to evil magic in Edda.
Correct.
They get to live
They
peaceful
sure
lives.
are.
Unless it's a dogs in the what's it called? What the hell?
An awakened doggo from
Yeah, an
Dungeons
awakened
and
doggo.
Doggies, and that
Then
are
they're-
running towards them,
And they're
letting them
fair
to help.
game.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
They're gonna help.
So we're taking a short rest.
Yep, you can take a short rest.
Okay,
I
then.
sing a song of rest. Everyone gets an extra 10 hit dice. 10 hit points if you're spending hit dice.
Sweet.
Okay.
Once, right? Not each time.
Once. It's your con modifier that's added each time.
Yeah, that's important. Everyone should remember that. Just
That
letting you know.
sure is important. Man, Sunbeam is such an economical spell because you can use it over and over again for 1/6
Yep.
level instead of
Yep.
like Blight or Disintegrate,
Yep,
where
it's
it's
so
a
good.
one and done.
Welcome to the
Oh
world.
boy.
Yep. And so good against undead and oozes. Not that you'll be fighting a ton of. Well, you'll be fighting undead this time around.
Yeah.
Anyway.
For healing, I listen. I never. I rolled a full 10 on my Song of Rest, and I rolled a 7, and an 8 on my 3 hit dice spent.
You should get sponsored.
Out of 8, I should be sponsored. These
You're
dice are from Dice Envy.
I don't want to do anything else. They kind of look around. Got any? They're like looking in your pockets that you don't have really. They're like looking down your sashes. Got any broken trinkets?
Let me check my inventory really quick.
I sure do.
I just thought of something. Would have been great to have him around when we had the broken sword of sorrows. I'm
Yeah, no kidding. Well, they
Um,
can't. They can't necessarily repair things anyway.
I don't think I have anything that's broken.
And it's like you like search through their satchel. They like put one claw in and they're like peering in. And then they like pull it back as you seem probably annoyed. Or
I'm
just,
actually
like,
somewhat nonplussed by him right
Okay,
now.
so
He
they're
seems
like-
innocuous.
yeah, they're like digging in. They're like, "Wah, nothing good in here.
I tried to keep my items in good repair.
Wah."
As myself, as I'm like working on myself a little bit, repairing myself. I am somewhat broken, so I'm spending my hit dice to repair myself.
Never seen your kind before, but this is interesting. They're kind of looking you over as you repair yourself.
There are no warforged in the Land of Shadow.
No, only here.
Were you aware of my kind before you met me?
Yep, met a one or two before.
Do you have many dealings in this plane?
They kind of look around. Sorry, thought I left my stove running. Nope. Don't get to cut them out often.
I'll
Don't
bring
get-
out the clutch of the Elder Gods
Ooh.
and let him take a look at that. Because
Oh, it's
it's
not.
technically broken.
It's broken. And they're like, squat. Oh,
This thing is a serial killer, and we just love it.
You're missing two.
Sure am.
You have one of red, one of blue.
Am I missing green and orange or green and brown?
You're missing the spark and the shard. So you're missing green and yellow.
Green and yellow. Right.
Just to make sure it gets out there, I'll do another little inspiring speech. So 19 temp to everybody.
They shuffle over to you because you just got done singing and now you're giving a speech. Like, this one makes a lot of noise.
But don't you feel better afterwards?
You're a bard.
Yeah.
Just like they are.
Yeah. Except I don't try to kill everything.
Oh, everything. Squat.
I prefer to preserve life where I can.
Preserve as you will. They wander over to Sovellias.
Can I help you?
Looking for broken things. Found Sovellias.
Correct. They're just staring at you.
Learning so much.
I'm trying to study up and recover some spells here.
Ah, you are the broken thing.
Well. Yeah.
Awkward drinking. Yes. And it just
Literally like pulling out of a
the handshaking.
Gilly passes out some tea.
The Nagpaw scavenger, the Nagpaw settles in and just sits across from Sovellias and begins to read their book as well. What? And y'all are able to complete a short rest.
Matt, please tell me that it just occasionally lets out a random squawk.
It does.
That makes me happy. Can we hang out with the Nagpaw forever?
Be careful what you
out.
wish for.
Yeah.
I used
So-
my natural recovery, so that you know.
You get back another sunbeam.
I
Can I-
sure did.
Can I
I
chip,
used arcane recovery to get back another scatter.
can I chip
love
away
it.
at the 7
Bards, you
codex
don't
an
get
hour
any.
at a time, or does it have to be 8
You can do an
hours?
hour. I think you can do it. What does the item say? I think just you can just chip away at it, right?
Sure.
I would say within hours. We're not gonna be like, can I get a minute here?
Yeah. We're in the car in 5 minutes. 5 minutes to our destination. Okay.
I'm gonna spend my bonus action reading.
To read the 7 word codex.
Do I get one? Do I get 3 seconds? 2
Where does it
seconds?
say on your character sheet that you could read as a bonus action?
Well, cunning. Reading requires
No.
cunning.
Nope. Mm-mm. Take the inquisitive. If you had the inquisitive, I would allow it.
Why did I take this useless actor feat?
Okay. When you're ready, we can go east to the tower, broken in pieces.
Sit
Is
when
it-
you guys are.
Is
Are
it
we
true
ready?
you can only?
Go ahead.
Is it true you can only learn new information from ruin?
Looks over at you. Heard of me, have you? Yeah, that's true.
Do you? I only kind of there's only like rumors and stuff, but like, you were cursed to be like this?
What?
Was it a curse that you can only learn knowledge through ruin?
Cursed? Yes.
Do you know why you were cursed?
Yes.
Do you feel like it was earned?
Mm-hmm. Yep, had it coming.
Okay. Should we be concerned?
Concerned?
Yeah, I mean, if you did something to have that coming before.
You talk to them?
What do you
And
mean?
they make like a triangle out of their claws.
Yeah.
Right. Good
Then
terms.
we're okay.
I think we're okay. Can't hurt you, even if
Okay.
I wanted to.
Does that mean you don't want to?
Scrap, and you can't hurt me either. And they turn around.
Not answering my question.
Hurt everyone.
Tower broken in pieces. Some all floating in the sky.
How long will it take us to walk to the tower?
What? About? Really don't know, to be honest. Less than an hour.
Okay.
In D&D terms, more than 10 minutes, less than an hour. Those are pretty much the only time intervals that matter.
Perfect.
Okay.
So just in case, since it is a ruined tower and this whole place is on a swamp,
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and ritually cast Water Walk on us so that we've got it for an hour.
Scrap.
Perfect.
And Sovellias still has true sight all damn day. Oh no, sorry, for an hour. For an hour.
Oh.
For the remainder
hour,
of the
so-
hour. Not all damn day.
So
That'd be
it went
powerful.
away from the
Yeah.
short rest, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have. Yeah. Oh well. It was worth.
It was clutch.
super worth.
It was very worth.
Originally, this scavenger was just literally waiting at the tower to be talked to. Like, without that true sight, none of that would have happened. And then they would have explained it to you, and then it would have taken you to the stone table, and then that would have happened. Potentially.
Damn.
Depending on if you would have killed the scavenger outright. Anyway.
Super worth.
Set up. Just gotta get past the first barrier, then I'll set it up. And they walk you through east, and you can see probably, let's see here, you can see probably at least two pieces of the tower that are floating high above the tree line, as there are these kind of broken, they're square on the map, of course, because maps, but they're more round probably in real life. These two pretty large, 20 feet wide or so, 35 feet wide. Yeah, 35 feet length and width. Floating in the sky, two pieces, and you see a third piece that's kind of matching the tree line, I would say. Even as you approach, you can see there's this kind of swirl of shadow and force energy surrounding the top of the highest point. And there's this brilliant, almost kind of purple glow behind the shadow, like a light source emanating from behind this torrent, this constant torrent of shadow and force. There's something within there emanating that purplish light. The other pieces seem more mundane. They're broken down. They're shattered. They're floating, but all held aloft. Ever so slightly moving, not quite frozen in time, but slowed down. As you get closer, you hear screeches, great shrieks from that shadowy force vortex. There's things in there. You arrive at what seems to be there's this kind of mound in the middle with an entrance that has been fallen and collapsed in that resides on the ground. There's trees. There's a small stream, pretty large stream, but shallow water to the east. A couple down logs, swamp-like trees. The first piece of the tower is actually 30 feet above the ground. The second is 60 feet. The third piece is 90 feet, excuse me. And the fourth piece is 120 feet in the air. You can see on the first piece, the first tower that's only 30 feet down, protected by powerful magics. And you see this ruby red door of pure energy, crystalline energy, radiating from the first thing. Taken, entered in order, That much I know. For 1, 2, 3, 4. Once we've been through them, can come and go as we please, I think.
How do we get past them?
What? Visited another ruin I did. Only I have the answer. You need me.
All right, we're not saying we don't need you. We're working as a team here.
As a team, can you fly? And they gesture up to the 30 feet.
Yes.
Clokey just moves me up. Sort of.
You see the Scavenger, the Nagpaw, kind of awkwardly put their staff between their legs, and they kind of float up at an awkward angle.
I Misty step up.
Okay, so as you Misty step up, there's that wall of force. So what are you going to hold on to? There's no way to get through into the tower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I misunderstood that.
That's okay. You don't have to Misty step if you don't want to.
No.
I was like, do you have like spider climb? Because
I will grab the edges of my cloak and we'll soar up there and just kind of hover, waiting.
I will cast. Hold on. I'm double checking. I'll cast a 4th level fly on myself and Selena.
Okay. So,
Okay.
as you both float up, my paw kind of squat. Help me. They look at you, Sovellias.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I'd like you to make an intelligence check.
At
You do it.
advantage?
You do have advantage.
Inspiration.
Nat 20, 25.
Well, you don't need it, but you got it for 10 minutes.
I'll use it. Well, I have it for 10 minutes.
Yeah, you have it for 10
I'll save it
minutes.
for another check, because I don't need it.
They hold out their hand, and you touch their hand as well as they send forth a beam of abjurant energy. It smashes into the crystal like force wave, whoosh, and it just shatters. What? Needed you to.
Was it
And
very...
they gesture towards the blade of the vizier.
Did I get a feel for the magic? Like,
It was basically dispel magic.
Not for the magic they cast, but the magic that we just dispelled, like the force field. Was it like set by? Did it feel very similar to other magics that I've encountered, such as magics within the sword, potentially?
Yeah, go ahead and roll Arcana.
27.
Yep, it did feel similar to magics within the sword.
Okay.
And he kind of lists from side to side as he kind of clumsily flies into the tower and lands and takes his staff out from under his leg. He kind of like hops over it. Spins around, sets his staff on the ground and leans on it. Come on in.
And we'll follow suit.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So they enter into this this first floor that, like I said, 35 feet by 35 feet and 30 feet up in the air. And they reach into their bag that they have underneath their robes and pull out this rug and kind of lay it down. This big piece of this rug, yeah, big rug. Preparing the ritual. Do you know what happened here? And they set things down. Start setting down these 4 crystals.
I do not.
Squat. Rumors I've heard. Don't know for certain. But together we can find the truth.
What rumors have you heard?
You know, the blade was forged here.
That I have heard.
Okay. It became like this when the blade was forged. That's all I've heard.
Hopefully we'll find more then.
Scrap.
Is there any way I can help with this ritual or anything?
Oh yeah, need your help. We need each other. And they look over you, Justice, like, Death, come here.
That is a fitting moniker.
Scrap. And they set you on next to one of the crystals. Hold this. Okay. They look over to you. Nature. They look over to Selena.
I'll walk over.
They set you in front of the one of the crystals. Hold this. Okay.
Can't be safe.
Nope, not
But
safe,
here
but
you
not out to
are.
harm you. I need magic and music. Over there, over there.
I want to pick up
Okay.
the crystal.
Scrap.
They're
Okay.
full of stones.
So we are going to do an uncover the secrets ritual. The Nagpa stands in the center of the four of you, sort of in the center. Two of you flanking on one side, two of you flanking on the other side, kind of like a V formation with the Nagpa at the center. They begin swaying their hands up in the air back and forth, and you can see this swirl of shadow magic start to swirl over their hands. They start to speak just arcane writ. They pull out a scroll, and the scroll is blank. And as they speak, you can see the scroll not really start to. You can at least see it start to unfurl, though no text has appeared yet. All right, uncover the secrets. We must. You must use your power through the crystal. All right. When we do this, the guardians may come for us. They are dead sorcerers who knew too much. They will whisper things to you, try to get you to turn on each other, try to get you to turn on yourselves, try to make you forget what you were doing. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yes.
As it continues. Oh, go ahead.
This is going to be much longer than just like a beacon of hope moment, right?
For now, yes. You'll know your beacon of hope moment.
Okay.
Not too long for a counter charm if that's how you wanted to participate.
That was my follow-up question, but
Yep.
yes. Okay, perfect.
Okay, so they say you don't need to really stay here now that you have your crystals. So when they come, feel free to move about the country. Just stay in this plane. Oh, and don't let me die. Can't complete the ritual if I die.
I want to give them a little inspiration real quick.
Squawk.
On top of the 19 temporary hit points they currently have from me. Hope that helps.
It does help. I have to put that in.
Because they sure heard my inspired speech.
Yep, they got their 19 temp.
Oh, bad. These thoughts. I'm excited for whatever this is because I have ideas.
Secrets are in the other towers. Uncover them. With the crystal.
Like when he says the other towers, does he mean like
The
the
other
tower in
pieces.
Still Tower and the other?
No, sorry, the other pieces. That's a good
Oh,
clarification.
pieces
Yeah.
of this tower.
No,
Good.
this is not a roam the country to all the towers. Although
Yes.
But he
pretty cool.
literally said,
Yeah, that'd
he
be pretty
literally
cool.
said he could roam the country as long
That-
as we stayed on this plane.
That is a very cool idea. However, I don't know if you have the resources to complete it yet. So maybe
No,
another
none of such.
version of this quest. Oh, I don't have Fog of War turned on. Wait, what? Hey, I'm just double checking that none of the potential enemy tokens are visible. Just give me a sec here. Nothing is-
Potential enemy tokens. You heard it here first, guys.
Great.
There's a million of
Potential.
them.
It's a potential.
They're,
It could be potential allies too.
they're swarming.
All right, so I think that's everything. Oh, and y'all aren't on the map because that's kind of fun. Magic and music are across from each. Excuse me. Magic and music are close to each other, but across. And then death and nature, or death and life, as it were, depending on how you look at it, are across from each other, further apart. Okay, so I will ping where y'all are. I think I switched the map. Yeah.
You did.
I can see.
Really?
And then, yeah. 1 second.
And who made this map?
This is, I believe, both Dr. Mapso and Shea Piku don't leave their thing on it, but I believe this one was Shea Piku. I try to make a note. Either way, Dr. Mapso, Shea Piku, both checking out on Patreon. Wonderful creators. I tend to alternate between those maps, supporting them on Patreon. Okay.
So, and these distance monikers, are these how tall they are?
Yep. Yeah, everything has
Okay.
that's from the ground. Does that make
They're
sense?
floating.
Absolutely, thank you.
With the 0 being there.
Yeah, the
Ten.
ground.
Yep. 1 second. I want to make sure I did something correctly. So I'm getting my arcane symbology correct. Yep, that's perfect. That should be it.
So cool.
Actually, excuse me. There we go. There we go. All right. I believe that's correct. There's actually technically other ways you can do it, but whatever. All right, you so there you are all set. They will come for us, but you must also go to them.
We have to go to them?
The secrets are in the other towers. You have to capture them. They're hiding.
Oh boy.
Basically, just saying we don't have to stay on this tower. We're free to. We have to travel to the other towers.
Do each of us have our own tower, or is it a
No.
secret in each tower per?
4 secrets, 4 practitioners who died long ago.
What's the secret in this tower then?
I don't know.
It's secret.
It's a secret. It sure
So,
is a
in
secret.
channeling my normie character, I'm gonna hold the crystal up and look through it, and then go around the tower.
Okay.
Oh no. It's like wizard sight and dress.
So the first step. So how would you like to search for the? You can of course just do perception, but I always allow a little creative freedom. As he's like, "Oh, are you ready? Can't see it unless I start."
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
It's phased out of time.
To what?
So once he starts this ritual,
Phased out of time.
once he starts the ritual, we will be able to go to the other towers?
You can go to the second one right now if you want to. You have to go to the first. You're in the first. You can go to the second. Once someone is in the second, they can go to the third.
Yeah,
And
we
then-
work our way
okay.
up.
It's like baseball bases.
Right.
Yeah.
So
But
maybe
he's
we
going to
should-
come under attack once the ritual starts.
Right. Maybe we should all try to go together.
I think he has to
Um,
stay in the first one.
What's the
Yes.
theme of
He has
the
to stay in this
first
one.
and second
Okay.
towers?
You just see this spine of some creature on the second tower, fallen and dilapidated. These books, these eggs are all about.
Oh,
Not sure what the theme is here.
Oh, great eggs!
I'm
Because we have a
guessing-
great track record with those.
Well,
I also
life
don't know
and
if this was their original composition. Like, this doesn't. Like, you look at this and it looks to be a foyer, but there's pieces missing.
this is amazing.
Thank you. I tried to. This is about as much puzzle as I'm willing to get. And it's not really a puzzle. It's just dynamic.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So, I think
So-
what we'll. What? Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Last question. So
Yeah,
while
ask the questions you
we're within 120 feet of each of these towers, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Find Traps.
Okay. Let's see what that does.
Before we move and before we start.
Yeah.
And if I need to have Detect Magic up, I don't have that, so don't ask for it.
Yep. There is a trap in the fourth tower.
Okay.
Good to know.
Would it tell me if it's an alarm, spell, a glyph of warding, or a mechanical trap? Or does it just reveal it?
It just says it can detect those kind of things. It just says the spell would. Doesn't
Gotcha.
actually tell you the type. It just merely reveals the trap is present. There are at least two traps. There are two traps in. There are. Hold on. Actually, 1, 2. There are two traps in the on the top of the tower.
Okay, so would I would get a general sense of the fourth tower?
Yep.
Okay. I will let the group know that there are traps in the fourth tower. I cannot tell if they are magical as of right this second.
That is good to know. Thank you.
And I don't think there's anything else that we can do immediately here. I don't think we're gonna need water walking. I don't think I have anything else I can prepare us for.
So think of this as like a scavenger hunt while under duress. Does that make
Damn
sense?
it.
You have
Oh, absolutely.
yeah. If that makes it's a scavenger hunt. There is a certain time pressure to it, and also you have to keep scavenger alive.
So I'll make sure everybody
Scavenger
has. Sovellias and the Scavenger already each have an inspiration, but I'll give one also to Sovellias to Selena and to Justice.
So we did have DM inspirations, all of us did at one point. I don't know how many of us have used them.
I
I
have
still have
mine. Mhm.
Yeah, I still have mine as well. So I don't necessarily need, I don't think I can hold both at the same time.
You can hold both,
Oh, okay.
right,
perfect.
Matthew? You can hold both.
Hold what? Sorry about that. What?
DM and Bard inspiration.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you sure can.
Thank you. That's nice.
Selena.
And then the other. Sorry, I was
you're
going to say
fine.
the only other question I have is what buffs, what protections can we put on the Scavenger? If I put up a beacon of hope, I can't also concentrate on making him invisible.
I cannot make him greaterly invisible. I can only do regular invisibility. So if he attacks, defends, or
Right.
casts a spell, that breaks it.
Right.
Yeah, they
Um,
actually don't have that many spells to put to reduce their damage or anything. Well, yeah, that's not gonna help.
I can
So-
help him hide.
Oh, they cast protection from evil and good on themselves.
Oh God.
That's
Yeah.
helpful.
They're like, got something, and they you see them like looking through like a handbook of spells. Like it's not their full spell book; it's just like a little pocket Bible. And they're like, and then you notice it's the spell protection from evil and good.
God. Okay. That
And that-
coupled with the other thing should be good.
Since we're giving out buffs, and the one that seems to be the most useful at this particular moment is guidance. So I will. Do you mind if I touch you for a second?
No, you can concentrate on guidance for a minute. Sorry, I didn't switch voices. What? Go ahead.
Okay.
You can concentrate on guidance for a minute. What?
Yeah. And I left. Not only did I not answer you, I just jumped right to the DM explanation. But yeah, I'm trying here. I'm a lot of pain.
We love you, Matthew.
Consent is important. Just want to know if it's okay to touch him.
Yeah, it is okay.
So yeah, I'll give him guidance for the first minute here, until I need to switch it to something else.
I was gonna save this for like a more impactful, meaningful, like small downtime sort of moment. But I feel like this is probably really useful since we're gonna be moving around a lot. We might get out of earshot or something. But I kind of had some things made up for you each, and I'll just pass out the brooches that I've had custom made and enchanted, so that we can all telepathically speak with each other, and they all have a scale from the green dragon that we fought together the very first time, and they're inlaid with silver design work, and I'll describe them more in depth later.
It's awesome.
Together?
Scales of Isolate.
They do not require attunement.
Even better.
Thank you, Gilly.
Basically, y'all can communicate telepathically now. I think it's is it across plane or no? It's within the same plane.
It's whatever you said. I think it was the same plane because I think it operates based on
Rarities, right?
yeah, which is on the same plane.
Yeah.
But anywhere on the plane, we can telepathically communicate with each other.
Yep. There you go.
Selena, I've seen you cast that the Druid Grove or whatever before. Would there be enough time to set that up in here to be able to protect him, or not? Does that not work?
Yeah, it doesn't affect buildings. You just drop it on the ground. We let it happen for the tower just cause, but
Okay, got it.
Well, I also should have packed that this morning if we had known we would have needed it, but instead I brought Sunbeam.
Hey, I think Sunbeam's gonna pay dividends. It's just
And,
I think every enemy I have here is. We'll find out though together.
we'll find
Amazing.
out together.
Oh, I'm not 100% certain they're all dead, but quite a few of them are. Okay. All right. So, are you ready? So,
I think so.
I believe so.
Sorry, it's saying my connection's unstable.
Oh.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay, we're good.
Just make sure that I can get Beacon of Hope off before y'all leave my vicinity.
Understood.
Yep.
Fine. The forest secrets. They will come for you.
I am ready.
Careful. I think the fourth. They kind of look up because they have true sight. They look up. Ah! Careful of the fourth tower. Looks
That's
bad
where the
up there.
traps were.
Yeah. Okay.
This is a big ass map.
Yeah, it's huge.
It just says careful. It doesn't give us any more information.
Looks bad up there.
Looks bad.
And they bring their massive
Wow.
claws together,
Wow.
and they begin to chant. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Ooh, y'all.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god.
Good session.
I do have Wrath of Nature, so if we need to drop Wrath of Nature, it's a 60-foot sphere, so we could basically grapple anything within that 60 feet if I label it as roots and vines. Yeah.
Oh, alrighty.
So thoughts.
Crazy.
Anyway,
Yep.
I don't know what I'm doing.
None of us do. Don't worry.
At least we're in good company.
Oh,
Yeah, so that was a lot. Goodness. That more hot lore.
So much
hot.
lore.
them hot
good.
war drops. Y'all can decompress there for a minute if you want. Otherwise, we can just jump to outros.
I'm
can,
tracking my inspiration.
You know
Cool.
that.
I will be right back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I should probably make a note for myself too that I have dual inspiration.
Yeah, because I can't just mark it in there.
Yeah, because I thought at some point we had labeled it that we couldn't have DM and oh, thank you for the bit.
Thank you.
Thanks,
we couldn't
Chris.
have DM and bardic inspiration at the same time.
I think that was quite a while ago, and Matthew has since reversed his ruling on that one.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Because we learned more about what DM inspiration actually is.
Yeah. 73 episodes, I can only remember so much.
I mean, I keep like the last 2 episodes kind of in my random access memory, and then it just gets cleared.
But you want to know about how the Stargate RPG rules work about grenades and their gradient of damage. Then Chase will tell you all about that.
From 17 years ago, yes.
Right.
The important things.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
My name, maybe.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. Oh boy.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Oh.
Congratulations, the 5K bits badge.
Wow.
Nice.
Thanks for all your support, buddy. I hope you're well. I hope you're doing okay there.
Yeah.
Aw, thank you,
I
Chris.
have to remind myself that I plan to use counter charm for this ritual.
Yes, be pretty good.
That definitely is my intention.
I should have a different microphone setup next time we play.
Well,
Ooh.
Oh, that'll be fun. You can be super loud again.
Super loud. Pure. It'll be a pure ASMR stream from now on.
When your new mic arrives, it's just gonna be 30 minutes of me telling you to be on the mic. It's gonna be great.
yeah.
You got one with limited range but good clarity. So I'm like on the mic, Chase.
I'm hoping to like get it like right here or something, So I
It
can,
won't
like,
help.
it won't.
Halfway near.
No, you're a spaz.
Turn your head and talk.
What I'll do
That's
is
not gonna work.
I'll make myself a hat, and the mic will hang directly.
So my favorite moment tonight.
we're
Boy,
jumping to this
howdy.
already. I thought we were decompressing here.
Yo, you ruined that.
Yeah.
I mean, when we're able to be together again, we do have the mic currently hung from the ceiling in the new setup.
I'm
So
sick
Correct.
that day.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Well
Alex,
done.
Liz is just shut down. I was sick that day.
We don't do anything for you.
No.
No.
Sorry, I saw the opportunity.
That Liz, it's the same treatment I get when I'm like, "Hey, honey, would you like to?" I'm sick that day.
Oh man.
So
I've been meaning to talk to you. I'm kind of done with this campaign. This is fine.
that's fine.
Boy.
It's transitioning to something different.
No, I have a lot of fun. I got a little bit worried when Gilly got dogpiled, which, by the way, I'm totally fine with Gilly being dogpiled. I just got worried for her.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I know it's so hard as a GM to know that that's what your enemies would try to do. Like they're literally trying to kill these people.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel good when they get dogpiled either.
Yeah, I generally don't like to do it as a DM.
I'm okay with it. I like it. It is what it is.
You can send as
Just
many
got-
enemies as you want against me.
I was about to, and then
Welcome
they all died from Sunbeam, and they were stunning.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is also sometimes it would make the most sense for smart enemies to dogpile the smallest option, right? So
Yeah.
like as a halfling, you don't necessarily, as a halfling bard, of course, you don't necessarily look like you're going to be the strongest adversary from like a physical perspective. So to dogpile that makes a lot of sense because it makes the rest of us be like, oh no, not our cinnamon fun, and then we all. It's very narrative.
Yeah. And the Grave Bolt restrain, they know how that works. So
Yeah. Once I was restrained, I was fucked. It was
Grave
like
Bolt is so nasty.
they're like, well, easy mark. Okay, great. We're going here.
I set a Deathlock Mastermind against my niece and nephew when I ran D&D for them, and they almost got TPK'd. They were level 4.
I was gonna say they were level 2.
They were level 4. They had me Jaegering a life cleric though, so they were fine.
I put you all up against banshees and a deathlock mastermind
That worked really well.
in one of those Tal'Dorei episodes.
It worked out really well.
Dangers of Dagger Bay.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was great.
You all went during the daytime, so the banshees couldn't use their whale.
Yeah, it was the sea hag that killed you.
Yeah, it was the sea hag.
Yeah. Not again.
It sure was.
It's
happening again. This was before I learned some of the finer points of encounter building and running actual enemies.
I can't wait for it to happen in Cold Suns.
It's gonna happen. The potato.
It will.
It
will.
Potatoes. Murdered. I have no arm.
I am looking forward to these potatoes, by the way. This is gonna be so fun.
Look at this. Oh, it keeps phasing my arms in and out. That's funny. I love the automatic background.
We're real distracted. So should I start off with favorite moments? Yeah, move it along, right, Matt? So favorite moment of the night. I'm gonna stall a little more because I didn't think about it before I volunteered to actually give this tiny little speech. So make sure that you're following our friends over at Animal Helper. Share their stuff. They do amazing things. Make sure that you go out to our Discord and our Twitters. All of our handles are underneath our names. Keep track of what we're doing and what content we're bringing you. As we're going to do some community one-shots where it's not going to be most of these lovely faces. It'll just be me and a bunch of people I don't know. So it's going to be fun. And we're going to have amazing, amazing one-shots. The first one's going to be Dungeons and Doggies here in May. The second one's going to be a one-shot written by Draco Nick, if I pronounced that correctly. Yeah. But you go up against owl bears and a wily Kenku. So that'll be fun. And favorite moment of the night. I don't know. Sunbeam was really fun, but that's scatter always. It's just such a clutch move, and it's becoming a signature that I'm sure our enemies will learn about and counter against, but given time. But yeah, that was really fun to see some of those strengths come into action again.
It's really good. It's especially good for Sovellias with that blade. It's wildly good.
Hi, so my turn now. Hi, I am Chase. You can find me on Twitter at Chase314S. You can also find me on all of our socials where I post dank memes on a daily basis. I will be running a show on Dice Prayer this Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. It is going to be the Cold Suns Potatoes in Space. That is a group of amoeboid and Dracelite characters by this crew and one of our other regulars on the channel. Favorite moment for tonight? I mean, okay, I'll say I really loved the way that Scavenger and the Enigma were role played and how they were depicted, especially the fingers and how just crazy all that was. But that's all second to me getting that 20 done. After just getting it constantly and calling it, just I love it. Sometimes the dice just have it out for you.
Yeah.
So that made me chuckle pretty hard. That's me.
Hi, I'm Alexis. You can find me at VoxFanato on Twitters and such, and here where I stream Mondays through Fridays now. Before I forget, I'll say my favorite moment was just going through the Speak with Deb with the Enigma. That was wild. It was nervy. We learned a lot, and yet nothing at all is how I feel. We learned so much and so little.
Perfection.
It's actual it's so good. It's so good.
It's like 12 years of public schooling in the United States.
Well,
wow.
Listen.
From all the teachers out there, just wow.
Mom's a teacher.
His mom is a teacher, folks.
She sure is.
You're gonna get boycotted by the not NAFTA. What am I trying to say? Teachers union.
Anyway, before I was interrupted with that,
Yeah.
I was saying that I just really enjoyed that. I really loved it. I loved how much of an enigma the Enigma is. It's really great, and that lore is just so good. I also really loved learning about the freaking Song of Sorrows. It sounds not great, but also Alexis really appreciates that. My goth heart's really happy about that. You, like I said, can find me here streaming every day of the week because that's my life now. Tomorrow, do not miss. We have starting at 7:00 p.m. Central. Thirsty and Taldori are very dark, very malevolent sort of campaign with evil characters who are all vampires, and they are plotting for their own power, to gain their own power and ascend to a higher level of vampirism. Yes, so tune in for that. It's a 6-hour stream, so bring your snacks and expect a couple breaks within there. I'm also going to be streaming, instead of art on Fridays, Alexis Attempts Art, Emma, MK Hansen, and I are going to be playing Don't Starve together. So we're going to both be Wicker Tops, and it's going to be fun. Hopefully the game will let us both play the same character, because that's who we are. And our truest selves.
Does.
If one
It
of you plays
super
as
will.
Wicker Top and the other lets you play as Wicker Bottom.
No. I'm sorry. No, Emma and I are both playing Wicker Tops. Thank you, because that's who we are. Anyway. It's going to be a fun game. We're going to try not to starve together. It's going to be fun. I'm really excited. I'm ready to play with Emma. Emma says, Chase, get out. We just want to be ourselves. Anyway, that's all for me. I'll catch you here tomorrow and Friday. And then Space Potatoes on Saturday.
So, Rob at Pyromancer804. Tonight, my favorite moment. Oof. There's so many good ones. I really like the Enigma. I like the description of the tower. Like, I'm really, really excited for next episode to see, like, what this tower is and, like, what this puzzle is. I love puzzles. So, I really, really can't wait.
Wish I were better at puzzles, but I'm just not, so.
The ones you've had are good.
Thanks.
Down below we have podcasts, and yeah, take a listen to them. They're on all major platforms. That's all I got.
Yeah, narrative puzzles, correct, Chase.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's all I got. Okay, so hi, I am Matthew Foreman. I'm at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. I am a D&D content creator, freelance writer, yada yada. Okay, so tomorrow, yeah. There's I'll do it in reverse order. This Saturday, I am running Keep on the Shadowfell over at Twitch TV/Corey Hickson. It is a 4th edition module that I've converted to 5th edition. It'll run for 5 weeks. The characters are starting at 3rd level, and we've got a great little group. We've got Corey Hickson, Annalyn, Star, and Mr. Puddins that I will be running for 4 terrific players over on Twitch TV/Corey Hickson, starting at 7:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And then Friday, there is no Big Boy season this week because our lovely player Casanova is having a nice big launch week as for the game that he mainstreams, which is Legends of Runeterra. He's a caster over there, and he's having a nice week. And actually, that is who we are going to raid tonight since he's still up. So go show the Lucis Cavalieri's Casanova himself some love. And of course, you can, oh god, my ends. Casanova hot. And you'll catch me as a player on those other Dice Priority games this week. Oh, I just typed / Casanova hot. It's not a raid. Okay. I think we're doing great. I think that's it for me for announcements. So yeah, cool. We'll see you all here we'll see you all here next week in the wonderful world of Beta. Thank you all so much for the support. Later.
Bye.
They're out.